All right. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. We are all in attendance here. Let me get everybody up on the stage. Good evening, everyone.
Mhm.
Happy Thursday. Happy
Good
Thursday.
evening.
What's going on? What's going on, everyone?
Hey, hey,
What's
Precious, what's
up?
hey.
happening?
All right, you guys, y'all know the drill. Make sure you like the video when you come in. Make sure you like the video when you come in. You just hit that thumbs up button, and just let the algorithm know that we are having a conversation this evening where we're going to be gaining many perspectives on the topics that we're going to be going over tonight. Um, Before we get into anything, how you guys doing? How's your Thursday going? What's been going on since
Mm,
last week?
I'm
Hmm.
good. I'm good. Everything's everything. I hope
Yep.
everything's well with you guys.
Yes, everything's
Yeah.
well. By the way, great show last week. I
Thank
was
you.
watching it. Yeah. Hit some great points. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
salute to you all.
Do any of y'all have bad weather coming through?
It was cloudy earlier, but still around 70 degrees today. This morning was dreary and rainy, but it turned out to be a good day here in Jersey.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I got
it
Yeah,
tornado.
that's cool.
it literally just was raining a few minutes ago out here in LA, and it stopped by the time I came over here to do the show. So I don't know what it's like. It's been off and on.
Yeah. I think
It's-
we're supposed to get some more rain too. So,
Yeah, I got bad weather coming through for the next 3 days. So sirens going off.
Oh,
mm.
really? Wow,
That's crazy.
wow.
All right, guys. I see the chat is already live. They are live and locked in. Tariq Smith, good evening, love. Evening, everyone. Please hit the like button as you come in. Yes, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Show your love. If you'd like to donate to the platform, you can definitely do so through the Cash App. I greatly appreciate you, Michelle 1500. We have Camp Talk reactions in the chat. Hit that like button on the way in. Hit that like button. Where you at, Champ? Where you at? Make
Frank, where you at?
Make sure you subscribe and share the link. Fish and the Fit is also here saying good evening, everyone. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you so much for being here. Menalik, hit the like button. Menalik said hit the like button. Y'all better hit the like button because Menalik said so. Okay. Darnell, thank you so much for being here. Good evening to all. Good evening to you. All right. We have Ibo Sosa with the eyes trying to check out what's going on. Evening to you as well. 7 and thank you so much for being here. And then we got Marquise Keys on the keys. Okay. On the keys. Ain't nothing like a man who can play an instrument. I'm sorry. I just had to put it out there. I grew up, in the band and the marching band, so music has been a very big part of my life. So ain't nothing like somebody that could just pick up an instrument and go to town. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something is like it. A woman who could play the instrument, especially if she play like the sax or something.
Okay, okay. Tim
Mhm.
Miranda, hey Ricky, hey panel and chat. Yes, I think
Good.
music is just universal language.
Mhm.
There's a guy, I don't know what his name is, but he gets people from different countries together and he dances and he teaches them his dance moves. And he got people in Pakistan, he got people in India, all over the world just dancing. I believe that music is just a universal language. And we all, usually when you're at a party, you're listening to music. So it definitely is a very universal thing. I just love music personally. I need music as some part of my day to keep my day going. Kind of like our pain making them, on the rights to all his music he been making. Okay. My daughter plays the bass clarinet. I played the flute. And how I got to play in the flute is in school we played those little vanilla manila, flutes. So I said, okay, my parents was like, you gotta play an instrument, you gotta be involved in sports. So I was like, I want to play the flute. So we go to, City Music Center or whatever it was called back in the day. And I was like, I want the flute.
That's
I got
nice.
the flute and I assembled it. I had to play it like this. And I'm like, that ain't a flute. They're like, yes, it is a flute. I'm like, no, it's not. That's not what I was playing in elementary school.
Recorder. That's
That
what
was
we're
a
playing.
recorder, right?
Mhm.
It wasn't a flute. Um, But my parents was like, yeah, you stuck with that flute because we're not taking it back to get you a clarinet. So you better learn what you can with that. And I did. I actually still have my flute. It's so old. But yes.
My youngest plays guitar.
Yeah, my father
And a bass. And she was in a band. She's been in a band since she was like 13 years old. Maybe a little. She jams out. I got a piece. I'm gonna put it on the shared thing on Instagram.
We know you are. We know you
None
are.
of none of my kids play instruments. They all in sports though.
Yeah.
They was all in sports. I should say they grown now.
That's cool. My father was a musician and he played the vibes, but he also played the flute.
Nice. You don't hear many men who play the flute or piccolo. It's usually women, but I'm point me to a play the flute.
It's funny. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Arpane.
No, speaking of the flute, I mean, does anybody remember Bobby Humphrey at the end of one of Stevie Wonder's songs? She had like a soup solo at the end. She was tearing it up, man. I think it was I don't know if it was As Another World. It was one of those jams. She was just. I just played the song for almost the end. The last like 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Blowing the flute, man. She was something else.
Mm.
That's old.
My oldest daughter rang her bell. Does that count?
It don't sound like no music. That's for sure.
Mama sing, daddy play keys, bass. Okay. Average man said, "What's good, bro? Ricky, my lady, real precious and Pano. Good evening. Thank you so much for being here. So, thank you guys for being here on a Thursday. Next week we're gonna go back to Wednesday. It just may alternate weeks. My weeks are a little bit busier. I thought I had more downtime than I thought. Well, I don't. And so we might just alternate. But I appreciate you guys for carving out the time to be here, no matter what day it is. I really do appreciate you. We're gonna start out with this story. Andrews. I done forgot his name already.
Anthony Edwards, girl. Anthony Edwards.
I didn't even know who you was talking about for a second. I'm like,
oh baby.
Anthony Edwards. Okay. Anthony Edwards. Sean, you asked me if I was going to talk about this tonight. And like I said, I hadn't had a lot of time on social media like I usually do this week. This week has been just a busier week for me. But I did look up some videos about what is going on with him. It seems as though he's a young, is a basketball player.
Yep.
And he got this 38, 39-year-old woman pregnant who was also the baby mom to Lil Baby. Is a Lil Baby.
That's it.
One of the babies.
One of them.
And it seems as though they have been going through a custody battle. She initially lived in Georgia. She moved to California to take him to court for child support. And she moved to California to take him to court for child support because it would be a higher amount. He actually pretty much partitioned that and went to the courts in Georgia and was like, look, can we do the court order here? And they granted him the court order in Georgia. And it seems as though, I don't know if it's true, if it's rumors, or if it's stated facts that he paid the child support for 18 years in one payment. He doesn't want to have anything to do with the child. He is pretty much saying, here go the money, leave me alone.
I think that's more rumor than true. I think it's desire. I think that still needs to be approved by the court.
Okay.
I think you're right. From what I heard today, I think that it was a rumor, but it was a great topic to talk about.
Yeah, it is. It's a good topic.
Yeah.
So what do you guys find interesting about the topic? To me, it's just like one of these topics where it's just like, all right, these women get pregnant by these ball players or whoever. They want their money and they don't want to work. They want to go on with their lives. And it happens every day, B. No, I'm just kidding.
There's so many different layers to it. I mean, you could talk about the fact that he wanted her to get rid of it, and the reactions to that. You could talk about her trying to play the victim when she's old enough to be his mother. You know, there's a lot of different layers to this particular case. You know, without even pointing fingers, it's just you could just discuss so many aspects of it. And It can get convoluted because there's a lot of things there. He actually doesn't like this woman at all, and I'm thinking that maybe she lied to him about being on birth control, because usually these guys with their baby mothers, if it just comes down to paying them money, they don't have this much vitriol. So he had a paternity test first because he didn't believe the kid was his. And it was all kinds of stuff. So I'm just, all this is my own supposition, right? So none of this is fact. Okay. So that's what we're talking about. Because the way he dislikes her it's a little bit different, because he has 4 baby mamas. She's the 4th. And I don't think he's treated any other ones the way he's treating her. So
I mean, of course we don't know the facts, but why do you think that's so? Is it,
I think she lied to him.
Or why? Why do you think?
I think she lied to them when they were having sex. I think she lied. I think she told him she was had birth control. And she got, because as soon as she got pregnant, I think, to the best of my knowledge, he gave her money for the deletion, and she just spent the money.
That
he gave her $100,000.
$100,000.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, and she showed the wire apparently of her receiving it. And okay, there's so many layers to it.
There's so many things. There's a good conversation we could have.
Yeah, man.
She showed the wire of him sending the money to her to get rid of the baby.
Right.
I didn't see that part, but
it was supposed to be a text exchange that apparently went public, and part of that exchange, was the wiring of the money. You got the money. Was why we still going through this type of thing. And to your point, y'all made a point. I wasn't here last week, but again, great show. Y'all made a point last week. I think it was you, Rick. Hate sex.
He wasn't here last week.
Or the week before, one of those weeks. Right?
That was last week, because I wasn't here. I remember that. I was watching
it. Hate sex. Yeah.
And this might be what you was describing, except the consequences to it. He got his ego got in the way. He was going for hate sex, but he wound up wait sex.
All right, so okay, back to this hate sex, man. So do we know how long they were dealing with each other? Were they ever together? Were they ever invited?
No.
No one knows.
Yeah, no one.
I don't know. No. It was a situationship. It wasn't like
he's an NBA player that was in town for the night, more than likely.
For sure.
She's a stripper. He probably met her at the strip. This is my I don't know that this is alleged. I use common sense on how things go, right? The NBA player, you either before the game or after the game. You and your boys go out and party. You hit the strip club. Shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there to me. It's done now. But the high value man wins again, right? In a black community, right? The high value man wins again, right? Cut a check. Man. Hey, you having a kid, facts, but take this money in.
That point is part of why it becomes a great conversation as well, because his approach to it, paying her off while inconsiderate to the child, very very poignant on his point that he was trying to make to her.
Right, but let's be honest. If we're gonna be honest as men and women, how can you be mad at him?
I'm actually glad at him.
Right. Because he fulfilled the duty, right? The purpose. It's the purpose of the man with money in the black community, right? As long as you got enough money, if I get pregnant, as long as you got enough money, so I'm straight. It'll alleviate you all responsibility, right?
And to your point, is the morality of it I won't discuss, but the actual.
Why not?
Because I can argue morality. But I don't want to argue that, because the point of view that he's made, there needs to be some type of I don't want to say consequences for these behaviors of trapping a man. And she was attempting to trap the man. As you said, she's double his age. She knew what it was.
He's no victim. He's not innocent. She didn't trap him. She didn't trap him.
Okay.
She might have lied to him about that, but about the
a lie isn't a trap.
No, but that's my supposition. She might not have done that, but I'm just saying it's still not a trap. He knew what he was doing.
But you see, but this is what I'm saying though, Dr. Payne, right? And I said this before. Everybody act like sex is not procreation. That's what it is. Let's null that, right? That's not even an argument no more, right? My point is this, and I said this like the last time we was here, right? How many times do y'all think a man laid down with a man and woman laid down actually trying to make a baby? Like actually, you see what I'm saying? Not practicing. We practicing.
Very rarely.
You know what I'm saying? You putting in reps, but we ain't laying down and say, hey, let's make a baby, right? On neither side of the coin. Is that fair?
Absolutely.
Right?
That's fair. That's fair.
Right?
Yeah,
so,
that's fair. Mm-hmm.
Right. So why is it so? I don't even care about because the laws, whatever. I know what the law is. I don't even gonna go into that, right? But why is it so lopsided in judgment? You see what I'm saying? Like, why is it so lost when everybody had these understandings? Like, if I told you, and it's crazy that you got to say it out your mouth to a chick that you met at a strip club, again, allegedly, right? But let's put it into our perspective, right? The chick you met at the club, right? The chick you met at Starbucks and y'all went back to y'all spot and did whatever, right? Or this chick I was rocking with, right? But we both ain't trying to have no kids. You supposed to be on birth control, blah, blah, woo, woo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So we look at the man and I'm just gonna say what it is, right? This man made $1 million mistake.
Yeah.
Right? It's $1 million mistake, right? He's gonna pay for it regardless. But why do we always alleviate the woman, right? Of what part she played in it. I'm tired of it. Because if she says no, right? If she, oh, you know what? I don't do that. I don't, ain't that what they say? I don't do this with it. You do it with everybody with money, right? If you're not there to get hit, you wouldn't get hit. If you're not there to hit, you wouldn't get hit. Like what? This keep turning back to what I keep asking. I've been asking it for 2 years and nobody want to answer my question. She was dealing with this man, knowing he ain't want no kids by her. He got kids, right? He got 4 kids already.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't want no kid by her, but you was willing to put your kid through this, your child, because hey, no matter what y'all say, he made that child, but it ain't his. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You for a check. And then she had the nerve to brag about how good her hoeing is. Yeah, you might have got pregnant by the guy who was a scammer. I got pregnant by an NBA player.
And that's
two rich men. I got
right. And that's why I lean towards being set up. Now, to your point, he should have been more aware of that. They go through NBA, puts you through courses on that. So does life. But nonetheless, manipulation is manipulation. And we can safely assume that there was a manipulative part. So his way of handling it is why it's refreshing, because he's like, okay, you want to play? This is how we're gonna play. Unfortunately, the victim is the child. That's why I said morality. I don't want to go into that portion. But the way he addressed it, oh, okay, you want here, take it up front, leave me alone. I don't want nothing to do with you. Whoa, that's a statement. That's a bold. Men wish they were in the position to be able to do that.
I think it is a bold move. He's in the position where he can do that. A lot of men ain't in a position where they can do that, and so a lot of them walk away without paying. They just walk away, right? So, like Uncle Rick said, it's a $1 million mistake. However, I don't know. I don't know how it goes in the NBA and these courses that they give.
Them guys know what they're doing.
about being financially, frugal and watching your money. I don't know if they outright tell them, these
Yeah.
girls are gonna be lined up. They gonna be at the parties. They're gonna be, here and there. Obviously, she has a baby with a rapper, so people know who she.
Baby,
People know who she is. I like I said, Sean, when you asked me about this, I didn't know who either one of them were. And so obviously he knows who she is enough to not want to procreate with her, but she's okay to sleep with. Now, like Uncle Rick said, everybody know that when the penis goes in a hole, there's a good chance that you could get pregnant, that the woman could get pregnant, that y'all can be pregnant. And so there is no manipulation. There is no, I'm with R-Pain, there is no trapping him, because if he has the money to get out of it, then he's not trapped. Like you said, the only victim is the child, because this woman would rather take a paycheck than a man who will instill values and, set an example for their son or their daughter. But at the same time, oh, it's a little girl.
I think so. Yeah.
But at the same time, even if he didn't pay or wasn't in the position to pay, at the end of the day, the kind of man he is one that sees her as someone he just wants to have sex with. So if she had a child, he wasn't a millionaire, he would still be a man who wouldn't take care of the child.
Well, let me say this. You're right. And I want to say this clearly. I don't condone his behavior either. And to our pain and your point, yeah, he ain't no victim, because he knew exactly the consequences, especially as and by the way, Precious, he's like one of the top tier NBA players. He's like the Michael Jordan, the next possible face of the NBA.
Well, money wise, he's going to be for sure. He's going to have two
skill wise,
yeah,
possibly.
He's a great player. He's a great player. Yeah, he's great.
He got a long way to go.
Well,
I forget about the Michael Jordan reference. He's going to make more money in the basketball league than Michael Jordan ever made, but not off the court. Maybe he's not going to be Michael Jordan, but he's going to make a lot of money. Yeah. He'll probably make upwards over $500 million in his career.
Yeah. So that to say that he's well recognized, and people see his potential, especially. So he could be targeted. So because he's that, and he can be targeted, he should know much better than that. So I don't condone his actions either. But I'm tired. Maybe like Rick was implying, I'm tired of people not having taken any accountability, women specifically, for some of the things that are made. Whether it be saying somebody's a baby father and knowing doggone well that they're not, and taking them through the whole court procedures to child support, and then they find out it's not, and there's no repercussions to that. That's a horrible scenario as far as men have to deal with often in the United States, not being able to get your child because it favors the mother regularly. So those are some of the things of why it was an interesting point of view to talk about, in my opinion.
So let me ask y'all this question. Based off of who he is and how he's moving, we see what he can do on the court, but his off-court moves, would y'all go into business with him?
No.
Nope. He's a liability.
Yeah, because and that's what the point I was making, because I can see if it was baby mama number 1 or 2. This is baby mama number 4, right? So he understands who he is. Right. And he understands how those women, I just don't think he has the confidence within himself, because I don't think he has the confidence, because he's moving sort of reckless. He knows that women, listen, nobody's clueless on how women are moving out here today. Nobody's doing that. These women, they know who to go to. Like you said, they know who to contact. Hey girl, the Timberwolves are coming through town today. Show up. And they show up. And they got their best little tight outfits on or no clothes on. and he's going to the places where he's likely run into those type of women. You know, and that's just unfortunate because now he's 3 or 4 baby mamas in. He's wasting resources, you know what I'm saying? And even her, you know, she's at fault. She understands she might not even see him again. They know this behavior. I don't think she lied. He knew who she was when she was at the strip club. Oh, you a strip club. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, you know, it just gets bad when you look at it. You know, I don't feel sorry for the guy. I hope he can at least use this to change, you know, his life going forward when it comes to the women.
We talked about that, Ferg, on my show, right?
Keep going. If he keep going in that direction, he's gonna get what he get. But
she actually this worked out according to her plan. So this was her plan, and it worked out just like she planned it. And here's another thing: how insidious it is. I would imagine she's busting down a couple of guys on a regular basis, but to bag this dude, I bet you nobody touched her a month before or a month after to make sure that kid was his. She was clean.
Yeah.
You know, so she was cleaned out. There was no DNA in there from nobody else, man. She made sure that she probably met him on the peak of her ovulation. He ain't asked her, "Oh, baby, are you ovulating now?" He ain't gonna asking that shit.
Oh, why would he go Raw though?
That's my point, Coach Ferg. Why would he go on Raw? You should know better than that. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to ask that question. Like, you don't know the girl, stripper. There's a whole lot of reasons why you should not be going in Raw.
I'm gonna bag this fool,
man. But so he's entirely responsible. But to your point, Payne, that you just made, insidious, man. that behavior, that's why I call it manipulation. To just come, it's like scheming on somebody, like a robbery almost, and you know your victims. And in fairness to the point that Coach Ferg was making, all of his children happened within the last couple of years since he's been in an NBA.
Oh yeah.
So it's not like, so he's really a reckless loose cannon right now in all ways possible, and that's part of the issue.
Can I posit a theory with these young guys? All right, just a little theory, right? I'm a high schooler, but I'm a great basketball player. And what are young men? They probably have posters of their favorite girlfriends up on the wall, magazine, or on thing. You know, they probably got a sock drawer full of sticky socks and shit, thinking about these women. But there's no way to get to them. Now I run into a bag. Now I'm a multi-millionaire, and now I'm in the same circles with the women who are my dream girls, and I can make this dream come true. Because these girls are thoughts, and I got all the money in the world. But like Green, I believe that's how he met Drea Michelle. She probably was a poster girl for a long time. He was dreaming about that shit, and he got into a circle with her, and he was done.
How dare you?
I can actually have it.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you?
These guys are dreaming about these girls, busting them down. They can actually make it happen.
No. What are you talking about? These young men are adults. They should be able to curb their appetites. Are paying. Right?
Shit. Okay. Okay. I don't believe. First of all, you know what? And there's another one for you, Rick. I believe male discipline, dick discipline, is an independent thing from man to man, and it comes at different ages and different stages of your life. There's no group thing. There's no group thing there.
What I'm saying, and what people,
I hear what you're saying.
Right, where people keep felling the grass, right? Even with y'all just did it too, right? Y'all know this woman slimy as fuck, right? But y'all still flip the responsibility on him. She's almost. Listen to what I'm saying. I ain't trying to. I'm just saying we do it inherently. You see what I'm saying?
I hear you.
We all do it inherently because that's not something you would want your son to do. You know what I'm saying? You be like, come on, kiddo. You know what I'm saying? We do it inherently. That's not my point, right?
Yeah, okay.
What I'm saying is this, right? She wanted to fuck him too, right?
Yeah. I guess so.
Listen. I need y'all to listen to what I'm saying. We grown. We grown AF out here. We grown. Listen to what I'm saying. Did she have to cut a check for $1 million?
Right.
No.
And on top of that, here's some of the insidiousness that you were speaking of. She probably wanted to have sex with him from the day he got drafted. Maybe even looking at him in high school.
Yeah. Okay.
You said it yourself. He been looking at this girl. You see him?
He's been looking at her. Yes.
So we're so inherent and quick to blame it on us, right? We can't even acknowledge that these women use our manhood against us.
Oh, I acknowledge. I acknowledge
right?
that. I understand that.
Let's say what it is. She licked him.
Yeah, pretty. She licked
this young man. No matter what y'all say, I understand he irresponsible. Yeah,
but she understood he was irresponsible, and that's why she targeted him.
So why do we keep having these conversations like women don't target men? Didn't Drake have to put hot sauce in a condom?
and she tried to sue him.
You should have talked to Drake before you hit that.
You see what I'm saying? Like we got this, and I said this yesterday. Look. We grow up, right? We grow up teaching our women, you know what, you got to be safe. You got to protect yourself, right? Don't let no man into you. We teaching the wrong people, right? Listen to what we're saying. We keep saying that men need to protect themselves from our own women. Don't y'all get that?
Yeah, it's true.
I can't trust my counterpart.
That's the problem we're having, and
I can't trust her.
Ooh. Yeah. What's up, JT?
Hey, JT.
I'm good. Am I good?
JT?
Yeah, you're not good.
Okay. What's happening, fellas? What's going on, people?
Doing well.
Hey.
So the cool cats.
Opening up the conversation about Anthony Edwards, Aisha Howard, and age difference. He don't want anything to do with her. Allegedly, he paid all his child support for the whole 18 years. I think that's just a rumor. But at the end of the day, he's made it clear he doesn't want to have anything to do with her.
Did he make it clear that he didn't want anything to do with the baby too?
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
No.
Well, there's another way he have to go by that though.
Like what?
Through the courts.
He's going through the courts. They're going through the court.
I'm saying he has to relinquish his parental rights.
Yeah, he did that already, from what I understand.
Oh, ain't no problem there.
But that doesn't absolve him from child support, though.
Yeah. No. He's already. Didn't you just say he just paid the child support?
No, and he wants to. I think that hasn't been fully.
He's trying to go through that process. He's trying to push for that.
But the baby has the mother's last name. Just, you don't have her. He didn't legitimize the baby. That's one thing I know for sure.
I think she'll take the buyout.
Man, personally, I wish he would just grow into the responsibility and take the baby.
He can't take the baby.
He can't take the baby from him.
He ain't gonna be able to take the baby.
This is my problem. What y'all just said. That's why I got such a issue with how things are going.
Well, we already
he's not taking the baby, man. Why is he taking the baby?
No, the system is the system. The
system is so messed up for real.
That's the point. That's the point that I'm making.
Up for real.
The system is messed up.
It's screwed.
It looked cute, but it's messed up for real.
Yeah.
When you're being honest about it, this is really messed up.
It's definitely messed up. So, but if he's talking about, hey, look, I want to pay this all the way off, all the way through, relinquish my rights as the parent or whatever, where's the problem?
But the problem is he's doing it because of the system.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because he has other children that he didn't do this with.
Yeah, but
so that's why I'm like,
I'm gonna bitch about it, or is he gonna take? He can only do within his powers.
Yeah, that we don't
It's
have
your
no
mic
power.
is a little lower than everybody else's.
You said my mic is?
Yeah,
Yeah, your mic is a little low.
but yeah,
Don't
He is
turn it
trying
to
to get
God.
rid
You
of
gotta
her,
turn it
bro.
to God mode now, man.
He is trying to get rid of her, bro. He don't want no
Right.
piece of that woman. None.
right.
Absolutely.
None.
And I get it. I think we all
It's
can
better.
agree. We get it
Yeah.
after.
Better.
Yeah, much. So let me ask y'all that. Do y'all agree that he should not have any parts in the woman and his method of doing so?
Is that the question you want to ask, or should he have any parts of the baby? See, because he can't have one without the other. If he wants parts of the baby, he's got to deal with the one. He has to. There's no way around that. And so
I agree, and that's what stabs me.
It's
in
not
my
really
back.
as sad as it's sad in the individual standpoint, but why try to force a kid on a miserable man? I don't think that helps the kid either.
But the man ain't miserable with the kid. The man is miserable. It does, because the man is
He
miserable.
didn't want the kid
Don't
either, though.
too.
He don't want nothing to do with the baby either, bro.
He don't want nothing he don't want the kid either.
And he's well in his rights for doing it the way that he's doing it.
That's what I'm saying. Listen to what this is saying, right? What this is saying to me, my perspective, right? Daddy, you just a check.
Yeah.
That's what it's saying to me. Daddy, you, as long as you give me my money and we Gucci.
Yeah.
I don't need your leadership. I don't need nothing else from you. Your provision, everything that a father brings to the table can fit on a piece of paper.
And that's how she's gonna raise him. That's how
That
she's bringing him into the world. That's pretty much how she's gonna.
and you're right, and that's where I find issue, and that's where I find issue with the whole thing. You're right.
Why you find issue with her about that?
That's who I have the issue with.
Oh, okay.
By all means, clearly I got the issue with her and women like her. So yeah, I'm stating that. Absolutely got an issue with.
Yeah, she's definitely.
They knew they weren't trying to make no baby. Listen to what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't trying to make no baby, dog. Neither one of them.
Nah. That's not true. She was.
But she wasn't trying to make what Rick is saying is that she's not trying to make a baby so the baby can grow up with a mother and a father.
She was.
And then no, she was trying to make the baby so she can hit him up for a lick. That baby was a lick.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like
yeah.
this is the most.
I hear what you're saying, Rick.
This is the most egregious shit I done seen in a minute out of our people. This is some egregious shit. It's cute because it's not you.
Yeah.
This is listen. Look. Hood boogers are rejoicing right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hood boogers are teaming up in groves right now.
And that movement is being perpetuated by their cheering, by her movements, them cheering it on, all these different things, so and they've made it very clear, first and foremost, that they don't care nothing about what men got to say. They don't care nothing about what men have to say. My thing is that if that man sit back and said, I don't want to have nothing to do with the baby, and he'd say, I just cash out right now. I want to cash out up front. So you can't come to me at the end. She's gonna have to, of course, she's gonna have to agree to it. And if she don't, all you got to do is just set an account.
Yeah,
set an account up and have that allotment. Yeah, and have that allotment going straight to her. It's the way. But what he can do though, he can relinquish his rights as a parent.
He already did that.
Right. So if that's the case, there's no problem then. Now she's going to have to deal with that for the next 18 to 25 years.
Right.
Here's the other thing though, JT. He has to get a court to agree. And whatever paperwork they need to sign, she has to sign it. The only problem with our society is that nothing's ironclad. So after as soon as they have this agreement, a court will sign off on it, and then he gets that $400 million contract, and she comes back 5 years from now. Some judge is going to say, "Well, let's relook at it."
Well, right now,
that's another one of the unfortunate things with our society.
That's true.
he offered a little over $1 million to pay it up for the entire 18 years based off his current salary. As of today, it will be over $1 million. It hasn't. I don't know if it's made it to the courts, but it could be something of that agreement through the court. You know what I'm saying? But like Arpane said, but here's the thing: if they assign that agreement and it covers the 18 years, it would be sort of, we would see how we get railroaded in courts if they go back some years down the road and say, okay, now that you have more money, we're going to retroactive this payment.
No,
They won't be able to do it. They won't be.
But
Yeah, they can't. If it goes through the courts, I'm guaranteeing, especially he has a lawyer that's working on it. That's the reason for them going through the courts to do it, so they can't come back and get more money.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
they can't go for arrears, but you saying arrears, they won't put them in arrears, but they could increase the amount.
But if he pays
No,
it in
they can't.
full, they
Not
can't
if-
go back.
Go ask
No.
Tyrese. Yes, they can.
No, they can't. Tyrese didn't do it. Tyrese didn't do it the correct way.
Yeah, but hold on, though, JT. I'm not saying you're not technically. You sound right, but what society do you live in? There's nothing that agreement that anybody has made in this society that can't be litigated. Everything. You might think you have an agreement, but if somebody gets the right judge, they'll open your shit right back up. There's a guarantee. So, I mean, the only thing I was saying to Coach Ferg was that the court wouldn't make him pay in arrears because of the original agreement, but they could damn sure go forward with an increased thing because his salary increased. Right?
Yeah.
So you can do that to him. But I mean, it's all speculation. But I like what he's trying to do. But I don't know. He's got to get a court to agree with it. I don't think they will. I don't think, because remember now, the courts in the state get paid for your child support. They might not like that lump sum shit. They might want to have a sliding scale too.
So the thing is that if you said as far as like the courts, I mean the state is paying will pay.
The state gets
Well, she won't be able to use that. She have to use that as income.
Yeah, the state only gets money if the mother gets welfare. If there's like an agreement through just child support, it goes through the parent.
They'll get a processing fee, but
yeah, it ain't no.
What's she gonna say when she go back? Right? When I fucked him, I knew he was gonna get a bigger contract. Is that what she gonna say?
Right.
One thing is, the audacity is that if it's colorful, that's kind of what they do say. Absolutely. And
well, we gotta listen. You have to get some of these judges credit. A lot of these judges, they're not buying that stuff. They're not going to buy that. At the end of the day, once you get a judge that's coming there, all judges are not scumbags. Some of these judges, especially with this family court, most of these judges are getting out of that business. They're getting out of the business of family court. They can't stand it. And that's one of the reasons why is because it's so lopsided and they get tired. I don't want to be, and you will hear these judges saying, I don't want to, y'all figure this out. This is some shit y'all got to figure out, right? Mm-hmm. Because especially when you got that California, Florida type of thing, they running back and forth trying to sue. Somebody's trying, they serving each other and playing those doggone games. And the judge be like, man, this is the last thing I want to be talking about is this right here. So if he get a chance to pull it off, like I said, it has to be down to the letter. If he has a lawyer, they're going to put it down to the letter. And it's going to be not just an agreement, but it's going to be contractual. So she can't come back. Guaranteed that's where it's going to have to go. Because not a lot of people going to do that. Not a lot of people are even allowed to do it. Because I would have thought, like to your point, when Tyrese did it, he did not do it to the letter. He did not get that contract to the letter. That's what opened it up for her to go back and get more money.
That's what happened with Drake too.
Yeah.
And to your point, I think they relied on an attorney thinking that it was to the letter and found out otherwise.
Absolutely. And some of these attorneys are scumbags.
You can't trust nobody.
Nobody.
It's a cold game.
That's why you better read that shit yourself.
Man, it's a cold game.
But listen, we're considered, unless you are a lawyer or a judge, you're considered an infant. Mm-hmm. You're an infant. You're not even. You can't even speak in court. You're unable to speak in court. That's basically what it is. So when you have somebody representing you, they're representing you because you can sue the lawyer. If you know what you're doing, you can sue your lawyer. But it's a lot to it, man. This is why lawyers, some of the best top paid lawyers, are really good because guess what being a lawyer actually is? reading and understanding paperwork after paperwork. The law is not written for the commoner. It's not written for us.
Yes,
It's written for the law. It's the law of the sea, not the law of the land. It's a whole different ball game.
You can represent yourself, and you got to read it.
You can represent yourself, and most people don't read. They're not reading to understand. Y'all know I say this all the time on this channel. You should read something 3 times before you feel as though you understand what is going on. And so as soon as you mention court, as soon as you mention documents, things of that nature, people not reading it. They're not reading it from top to bottom, rooted to the titty. They're not. That's just the truth. They're not. And so that's how courts and consumers and so many, people who take our money, they take our money because we're not reading everything from top to bottom. Even something as simple as your phone. When it asks you about an agreement, did you read all of it? Did you read everything?
Nobody does.
Don't nobody read everything. And so that's why, a lot of times men have this fear or this intimidation when it comes to going to court and things of that nature, because they know they're not going to maybe 1, fully understand, 2, read all the fine print, or 3, be able to represent themselves in a way where they can convey a message without, the emotion or the anger or thinking about the mother and, their horrible relationship or whatever the case may be. And so those documents are made for you to read, but they're made for you to read, understand, dissect, and do what you need to do so you can understand it. And that's just a problem. People just don't read, and then comprehension becomes an issue.
That's a portion of it, but contracts and laws are almost designed to have codes that are not as simple as just reading. There's certain things that are in those contracts that you need to learn through the codes. For example, the penal codes that you need to learn in law school or in that law digest or what have you. So it's not as simple as just being able to read.
Right, because when you're talking about the law, you're not just talking about English.
Right.
You're talking about actually where English was bastardized from, and that's Latin.
Right.
So when you talk to a lot of lawyers, when they have to have a minor, it'll be a language, right? It'll be Latin. They learn that. When you understand that a lot of lawyers end up being Freemasons, it's a reason why that there are, Freemasons. The law is a lot different than what if we was raised in it and we were going to school and we was raised from, first grade all the way up on, understanding what the law is. It'll be dope for us to do that. Then you won't need lawyers. But the reason why you need lawyers is because the language is plain, but we wasn't conditioned and we wasn't rigored to understand it that way. That's the only thing that I was saying. So when that's why you need a lawyer, and anybody that represents themselves, the judge will adamantly advise them to get counsel. They'll say it 10 times before you end up doing it, because they telling you, they like, and you may think you know this, but you don't know this, and all it takes is one mess up. You mess up one time, no matter how good you think you are, unless you pass that bar. And unless you done had you about 10 plus years in this business, I advise you, get counsel. Why do you think lawyers get lawyers?
In some extreme cases, but here's the one thing that I learned years ago when I was in Chicago, right? Listen, there's a free resource. Contact your local law school. There are plenty of young, up-and-coming wannabe attorneys who will help you put everything together at no cost. You just provide the truth of the information, all the information, and they'll write it up for you and you can present it. Just make sure you read your documents prior to, articulate yourself very well, because a lot of times they do go to mediation. And Write those things down. A lot of those requests and a lot of those things that you're looking to do, write them down so you're not up there trying to fumble and go through your brain and get out of court and realize you forgot 2 or 3 things. You have to be prepared when you go. That's all. Just be prepared, man. But don't move reckless either. So then you working from the back end. Just prepare yourself.
Yeah, but the thing is also, y'all remember like 10 years ago when you had all these people coming on YouTube trying to show people how to get sovereign. Everybody wanted to be sovereign. They didn't want to drive cars no more. They wanted to travel in a vehicle. They wanted to do all these different things. You know why you don't see so many people talking about that shit no more? Because a lot of those folks got in a lot of trouble doing that. They thought they knew the law, but they didn't. And they lost a lot of money and they lost their freedom also, trying to be sovereign. It's not what we think it is. That's why you would have judges would have counsel. If a judge was going there and he had a lawsuit against someone or a lawsuit that was against him or her, they have counsel because they understand what it's about. That life is a whole different life. We, as the commoners, we have to understand that. That's why you have people that are, rich. They say, I'm getting me a retainer and I'm retaining me counsel because I know it's going to be a time when I'm going to get sued. They were advised that. And that's the problem we have. Now, the biggest problem it is right now is that family court. I don't care how much money you got. Family court, unless you know what you're doing, family court will get you. They would get you. And a lot of those judges don't want to deal with it. I'm telling you. It's the lawyers, the ones that if they in there and they still dealing with that stuff, I'm telling you. They like, I need this money. I need that. Black man, I think he said it, they get, some type of stipend, whatever it is that comes with whatever it is. But the law is the law. And if you understand that it's certain things that you can't win, not at this moment right now, and that you're going to need counsel, that's what you do. That's why my man, if he did that, hey man, I don't see it as a problem. Because if she didn't want to have that baby, she'd just kill it. How about that?
Yeah. And that's why I advocate what you're saying, but it was a good check. If we're playing chess, that was a good check. His move was a good check. Now, is it checkmate? Maybe yet to be determined. But it was definitely
an aspect of it. That's what what you just mentioned, JT, was the other aspect. He did give her money for the deletion, to get rid of the baby, but she spent it. But he got a little bit of heat for even asking her, and then that died down because if a woman could just go ahead and get rid of a kid, why can't he request that she do it? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, she could say yes or no, but he's well within his right to say, listen, I don't want to have anything with this kid, so why don't you get rid of it? And here's some money to go do it. So he shouldn't take any heat for that because women routinely go, get rid of their kids.
Damn, this shit is diabolical, bro.
That's what we were just saying.
This is
Rick
just
said it.
It's different. This is a different kind of nasty, bro.
Yeah.
Like the truth is, right? It's two type of people. It's people in business and people that's in their feelings.
Yeah.
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 Right?
Yeah.
That kid it's an entire business transaction.
Yeah.
Man.
I agree with that. She did it for a check. It's pretty obvious she did it for a check. And she not only did it once, but she did it a couple times because, again, she has a baby with a rapper. And so obviously she knows, like I believe Sean was saying, who to target, right? She just knows who to target.
And see, that's my issue with it is because there's no consequences for this type of behavior. Like we all see this. She targeted. She took the 100,000. She tried to go to California to make. She doing all of the things right in front of our face, and there's nothing that she's being held responsible or accountable for, and that's problematic.
And this was crazy, Sean. Listen, bro. Right. Hold up, I forgot my button.
Did you hear what I said?
Right. Let's keep it thorough, fellas. let's keep it thorough, right? From the time we start smelling ourselves, right? From the time we start smelling ourselves, right? What women been telling you about men? Y'all dogs. All y'all want is some pussy, right? Right? A man to do anything for some pussy, right? Da 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 woo woo. Right? That's all you want, right? Right? So they know this about us, right? Let's cut the bullshit, right? If it was socially acceptable, right? I'll fuck somebody different every day. Let's keep it a fucking being, bro. I'm so tired of this shit, right? But we want to sit up there and understand how men move. Y'all understand us so much that when we in a relationship, right, and you want to go your way, I'm getting my dick sucked without asking.
Yeah.
Right? Let's keep it a fucking 1,000, y'all. Right? But then we want to play like, right? The only reason we can't say what happened to Ant that didn't happen to a million other men is that he had enough money to tell her, go on. Go on now.
Get.
Go on. That's his only saving grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And y'all, and I've been saying this for 3 years. I've been saying this for 3 years, Precious. Y'all expect us to quell our nature, but y'all won't shut y'all's. Y'all won't do it. We both, but I am what I am. You understand what I'm saying? We are what we are. Let's keep it for real. Like these women are preying on him. They preying on him.
Yeah, she definitely did that. She definitely did that because it wasn't about no love. It wasn't about no family. It wasn't about let's have a family and a home together and things of that nature. It was give me that sperm. Let me move to the state where I can get the highest amount. And that still backfired on her. But at the end of the day, he's gonna pay.
Yeah, and that's the issue.
City girl probably have a reunion after this one.
Right. I think she the problem is she wanted more than $1 million. She wanted $1 million probably a year for the next 18 years. And that's where she's like upset probably at this point, because she had it all in her mind of what she wanted to get. She already did it with her baby daddy.
This is nasty.
And we're seeing it. We're able to talk about it. She's admitting it, and there's nothing being done about it.
Okay, so y'all are saying that there should be consequences for women who use men for their money, is what y'all are saying.
Absolutely.
I can go. I go another route. They use these babies. That would sit back and use these babies, use their lives, and they use them as the lick.
Yeah.
Because let's keep it a being. I said this before, and I had a little pushback when I said if they had changed the law, right, and they just did something just one time, they'd say, listen, if you've ever had an abortion, you are not entitled to collect child support in the future. Do you know how women would move then?
I was going to ask what would the consequences look like? So you're saying that if there was a deletion, then you shouldn't be entitled to any child support from any man that you have, to be with and are not with.
Mm-hmm.
Or even to make it fair, any man that you're not married to.
No, you ain't even got to do any man that you're not married to.
No, I agree.
Because there's a lot of, this is the thing. What she did was, and a lot of women like her, she kept that baby because she seen that baby had a price tag on it that was astronomical. Yep. The other ones that didn't make it, she wasn't fucking with them dudes.
Never could have made it. They didn't make it.
Yeah.
They didn't make it. So if she ever did that one time, no matter what, You don't get child support. You can't even come to the course. We gonna laugh you out the damn course, lady.
She was on the table for that broke nigga.
Right.
That broke nigga.
JT, where you at?
Huh? Where I stay?
Yeah.
In Michigan.
All right, JT for senator in Michigan. That's Riley. For real. That's a great point of view.
Yeah, man.
That's some nasty work, bro.
It really is
nasty.
And the funny thing is, we all are sitting here understanding it, knowing it, and feeling crippled because there's nothing we can do about it.
Well, you could just stop sticking your penis in these women.
Right.
You
right, Precious. You right.
I agree.
Don't feel no kind of way. It ain't my pocket.
Right, Precious.
Look, if some men have sex with women just to say that they had sex with them.
Sure do. Yep.
Some women have sex with men just to say they had sex with them.
No, Sean, let her talk. Sean.
No, but what I'm saying is, as a man, if you know that this woman has a baby by the baby or little baby or whoever, and probably a couple more, like you said, Uncle Rick, it's bad business. So why is it bad business for money per se, but not bad business for your penis?
It's a natural proclivity that we have to have sex.
So y'all, so
you're telling us that,
Uncle Rick said,
right? You telling us, but you telling us to suppress our urges, and women can just do whatever they want to do.
It's the natural proclivity for them to want money.
No. I'm not telling you to suppress anything. I'm telling you to be smarter. Do you have to stick your penis in everything?
How smart is a man with a hard dick?
Do you?
You're not gonna win this, right? Y'all say this yourselves. Right? It's our job. No, listen.
We keep on living.
No, right. Right. But listen to what I'm saying, right? It's my job to protect you from yourself, right? Sometimes, right?
If you're my husband.
We fucking though, right? So biblically, me and you married. I can do this all night.
Wait. Why they gotta be your husband? Let's.
That's the only person that should be.
If you was in danger, Precious. If you was in danger, Precious, and somebody, he ain't your husband, he ain't gonna save you.
Oh, that's happened before. So I'm not expecting anybody to save me. That's not my husband.
Expecting, but you ain't turning it down if he does it.
No,
if he's sitting there, all right. So let's be clear.
Well, you put the cart before the horse when you say that, because the person that you're not mentioning would be first and foremost your father. That's who it would be.
Right, but that's why I said I don't expect any man to save me if he's not my husband. Yeah, so I would call my father because.
But what if you don't know? What if you don't know your father? What if the only thing you knew about your father was from what your mama said about him? Now you seen him, but that man don't have the influence over you like your mama have over you. Because guess what?
I can't speak on that.
Right. So, but this is the thing. What happens is that for all of these, everyone that was there, the mama had the reins over the kid, and the father wasn't even secondary. Because guess who came before him too? Grandmama, auntie, godmother. You see what I'm saying? So for her to go and then tell a man that if you ain't my husband, then you can't, that don't sound right. That don't sound right to us.
Why?
So because the first and foremost person would be her father.
Well, yes, that makes sense. But why does that?
And if she lost that, then she don't know how that looks for a man to have her back. She don't really know how that looks.
So
She's seen it.
You're stepping up to the plate.
If that man is out there and she's looking for a husband, or she's looking for a man to be a boyfriend or whatever it is, yes, he's going to step up to the plate. But if she's saying, hey, come and get this coochie, you ain't got to give me shit other than some attention right now because I need it right now, then she ain't looking for nothing but some hard dick and bubble gum. And he's fresh out of bubble gum. So now, when shit goes astray, when the shit goes haywire, I'm pregnant. Now what is it? I'm either going to keep this baby or I'm going to get rid of it. Now, the only reason why I'm going to keep this baby because that nigga got a wicked jump shot and he getting paid for it. That's where it is now. Or he a dude that's making some money where I can juice him out of it because I ain't really got it like that. If she said no, how about her saying no? How about because she's the gatekeeper of the coochie? Period.
No, JT, how dare you? JT,
Let's not go in that direction.
How dare you? The black man is so irresistible that the woman cannot.
They got to
deny
get
him
us.
when the heat is on, right? It doesn't matter what she says she will or won't do. Once it gets to that point, black men, you are irresistible. There is not a woman who can tell you no when the throws get to going.
If the women, let me tell you this, if the women ever, like how we would do the guys, if the women ever probe, like a lot of these women would come up on these panels and we try to tell them, don't use yourself as an example. What they do? Ignore what we say and use themselves as an example. Then we say, okay, so since you used yourself as an example, then why did you do this? Why did you do that? See, the men would do it, but now they want to argue with us and they want to, if the women did it, I'm telling you, y'all will understand exactly what we're talking about now. Being hard-headed. They don't care nothing about what you got to say when you ain't got to tell them shit. Just ask them questions. Ask them questions and watch how they argue with what you're asking them. Well, if you knew that you wasn't going to be with the guy, then why did you have sex with him? Because, I mean, at the time, I really didn't know. I was, what they always say, Rick, young and dumb.
Yep.
And they 28 years old.
And they 28 years old.
38.
And if you probe into it, the ones that's actually looking is like, shit. Now imagine doing it in real life where the aunties and all of them, and they were saying, listen, you know you screwing up bad now. Now you done had your second child and you ain't even got a damn job.
Okay.
If they were doing it, it would make them feel bad. And the ones that's up under them would say, I don't want the fam looking at me like this.
Right. Because their pride is inflated and the opposite of pride is shame.
Yes. But
and they don't like that shame.
So, but what they're getting is this, either silence or you go queen.
Silence.
Don't worry about it.
My boy. Silence
is compliance. Yeah. Absolutely it is. So when you do have a woman that's saying, hey, girl, and not talking about it on the panel and you just throwing it up in the air. I'm talking about it hits home. It hits home. That's where the change will become. They ain't trying to hear nothing we got to say. We sound like hypocrites.
We another lick to them.
Yeah.
What you trying to do, man?
And what we say, Precious, all the time, when you hit us with the, well, you don't have to put your penis in there. We can't put our penis in you without you agreeing to it.
How dare you? How dare you say that, Sean?
You're absolutely right, Sean. You're right. You can't. But you're there for a purpose.
What? Right? Yes. What purpose is that?
And you know that you're there.
What we there to do, sis? What we there to do?
There are men that will hump on any and everything. And there are men that would say, would you say the majority of men or the minority of men? What, the majority of men that will hump
on anything? The majority of men or the minority of men?
Well, according to y'all, men don't get sex like this. So
wait, hold up. Stay right there. Ma'am.
You thinking that whole?
So if we're not getting sex like that, wouldn't it even be harder to resist if this is one of the times you're getting sex?
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
You're right.
Listen, let me just add this to you, Precious. every single man will take sex if he has. It's only on an individual basis where a man will deny sex when he gets to that age of discernment, and it's different for every single man. There's no groupthink with that.
No, not at all.
Our nature is our nature, and my time for understanding that is different than JT's or Forbes or anybody else. It's an individual thing. So on average, man's sex drive, a heterosexual man's sex drive, according to a woman, is constant. And if it's constant, it could be manipulated because it's predictable.
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is.
And go ahead, Rick.
And let me say this. Listen to what you listen. Let me tell you what we hear, right? Because obviously we're bad communicators or whatever, right? Right?
I didn't say that.
No, not you. You
In general.
Right. Look, listen to what I'm saying, right? Why do I know this is a fucked up question. Y'all know me, right? Y'all know me, right? I need to ask a fucked up question, right?
Absolutely.
Listen to the question. Why is it that I have to control my dick? Why?
I mean, that would be the same question as if someone had a weapon in this. Why would I not go out with everybody?
Ma'am. We're having a great conversation. Everybody pretty honest tonight. I'm feeling this, right?
Why do you have to control it?
Why?
To $1 million.
Right. And what else? And what else?
And a bastard of a child.
Right.
Like,
But what else though? But what else though?
I don't know. A good nut? I don't know. Like what else did it cost you?
Okay. I got you. Listen, right? The reason why I can't fuck you as a woman, right? It's not that you won't allow me. They allowing dudes to fuck, right? It's because if I fuck with you and you ain't shit, I'm out $1 million. If I fuck with you and you is a trick out here, you gonna burn me up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? We gotta protect ourselves from you. Listen to that. Remember, we're the predators. We're the apex predators, JT.
Mm-hmm.
We the apex predators, right? They'd rather choose a bear than us. Listen to what I'm saying.
Mm-mm-mm.
Who the real predators, dog?
Again,
Go. Hold up, Sean. I got you, dog. Right? What do women say? I'm 52. Shout out to me. I'll be 52 this year. Your boy. You know what I'm saying? Another one. What? In my age, you know what women said when they went out?
When they go out, like when they go out.
Yeah, when they go out the club, because we used to club when we was younger.
Yeah.
Fact, right?
We used to really club. Yeah.
You know what they used to say?
What?
I'm going to catch me a man.
Mm-hmm. And here's my lure.
I'm going to catch me a man.
Yep.
I got a lure right here. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, to add on, like I said, we cannot get any, unless it's the R word, from you without you.
Yeah.
This is y'all. Y'all fucking this up, sis. I'm honest with y'all. This all y'all. This one y'all's. This one y'all's. The shit y'all had to complain about back in the 90s and the early 2000s, facts. Facts.
Yeah, no doubt.
Facts. Yup. Is that what it is? Is that what it is now? Nope. With the fellas, what y'all was complaining about when I was in my heyday, when I was at my prime, right? Is that the dudes y'all dealing with now? That's available to y'all now? No. These boys not fucking with y'all because y'all fucked up. It ain't nothing else to talk about. Y'all are fucking up. And it's not enough of y'all that can be considered a wife for a man to go through picking out pepper out of that shit with a needle.
I can't.
And when we say things like this to y'all, we're narcissists, misogynistic, and so on and so forth. When in fact, y'all know doggone well, when y'all say the same exact thing to each other, you're right. You're right. But for some reason, when we say that, y'all don't get it. It's all us.
Women just don't want to get it because they want to stay in their ignorance.
We understand that, and we tell y'all that.
And the ignorance can gain them $1 million. Their ignorance can gain them what they want, and they can manipulate your sex drive. They can manipulate your horniness or whatever the case may be. And like we said last week, no one can make you do anything, right? So yes, the women are using that manipulation, but no one still can. Even if she gave you all the access in the world, no one can make you have sex with her.
Well. In fairness, Precious, that's a good theory, but it's not true. You can actually make somebody do something. Let's be clear. It's called force. It's called a lot of other things.
Coerce.
Yeah, coerce. You can make somebody, but we like to sit on that cliche because it's comfortable. But literally, technically, yes, you can make somebody do something. And why do we say we can't? A judge right now tell you to you're doing it. You going to jail. Look, where you going? Did you do it because you wanted to? Are you going because you wanted to? No.
Well, I mean, a judge can't go out to someone and just say you had to have done something.
It don't matter. According to the theory is you don't have to do it. Nobody can make you. Yes, some people can make it.
Bad analogy.
It might be. You're right.
Again, everyone still has choices. You still have choices. And at the end of the day, if you put yourself in a predicament where the consequence to that choice is what it is, it just is what it is. All right, we're gonna get to these super chats and then we're gonna move on. Okay. Here's support for the channel, sending a $5 super chat. Average man also $5 super chat. Thank you to Stacy for the Cash App. I appreciate you. Thank you guys for supporting the platform. A couple of comments here. Average man says his fault for blowing up the club. He could have enjoyed the moment without making a baby he didn't want. Tim and Miranda says, I think it's funny she asked for the attorney fees and costs to be covered because she had to take him to court. 7 says, no, she lied and said, this your pussy. Nah.
Ooh, say that again. Say that
again. Malik says, don't go bareback if you are not planning for a broad.
I'm serious. Shit, I'm serious.
Okay. Meredith says his mama ain't gonna let him devolve himself of the baby.
His mama got no say in that.
Right. I was going to say he already made the decision. Meredith says he can walk away from the girl, but not the.
Yes, baby. He can. He has.
And by the way, Meredith, happy birthday.
Every day, all day. Walk away from the baby. Why can't he? Meredith also says they have player development that's supposed to be guiding these athletes as well as their agents to deal with their finances, life as a ball player, etc. Yeah, they do. You know, I do know that they have that in place. But
it's as effective as to when they leave the door. And when they leave the room, right. The effectivity of that is over.
I was going to say that somebody made that argument to me yesterday, and I said, how many classes do you go through that you pass and don't do nothing with once you leave that classroom, like R. Payne just said? So just because they have it don't mean you're going to apply it or use it in your life. And
it may save one, it may save two from being stupid.
Right.
But not to make it out, especially when they're single. There's one of the things about athletes I realize, and I don't know all the statistics. If you get married going into a league like football or basketball, and you got a serious wife, they tend to be a little bit more serious. I'm not just talking about one of those, if they had a long relationship and they get married.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so but if you're a single man and all of a sudden you're flush and all your fantasies could come true because you
life look different, boy.
and that's why I come from the entertainment industry, not the sports, and it's the same thing. And that's why I'm so critical on it, because you get there and not prepared when you reach, it's a problem.
Yeah, man. That's way. Hey, I'm just gonna keep it a bean. At 4, I'm surprised. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he keeping the numbers low.
And like I said, that's within a
I'm keeping
year.
it thorough. It's like
He's working on it.
Yeah, that's within a year too. He's like, he just out there. Bop, 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 bop.
how many no. How many knows, bro? Listen to what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
How many knows though? Like, man, they have no idea, bro. They have no idea. I'm telling y'all, bro.
Nug move the same way. Nug can move the same way. He ain't got to have no money. He can, as long as he got that look that they like and got that little swagger that they like. He's knocking them down. He's knocking them down.
Y'all have no idea. That's crazy.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. If you like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? You know how many no's that was? That you know what I'm saying?
he probably get hit on more than Precious going to the grocery store. You understand
man,
what I'm saying?
that's the dime. He the dime piece.
And these women do their homework too. They know who's who. They do their homework. They've always done their homework. They know who he is when he walks down the street.
Right.
They know who these guys are. They see them. They study them. They know where they're gonna be at.
Groupies is a real thing.
And I would say this: it gets real dangerous because you really don't know who know. Like when you get to a status of fame or you're on TV,
you gotta assume everybody knows.
Right. And
you're a mark.
You're right. That's a horrible thing because it's not just women. There's men groupies, and you don't really know somebody. Yo, what's up, Sean? Yo, what up?
Sean,
you don't know where they know you from.
All I'm gonna say, like I said, all I'm gonna say, Ant play up here. Ant play up here in Minneapolis, right? And I'm telling y'all, they be going.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you got snow bunnies, pogs, sisters, Latinas. They going.
Yeah.
They are going.
Look, when you go, I'm telling you, when you go to the basketball games, right? The way that they're all set up, man, especially like if you close to the front and you just look at the ones that, man, you know how many women up front? I mean, and they ain't dressing like they going to a basketball game. They dressing like they going to the club. And they be all right there, right close to the doggone floor. All of them. They just looking. Right. You see the ball players, right? The ball players, they out there, especially the dudes that ain't getting no time. They just on the bench, right? You see them turned around like this with their hands in their pocket talking to somebody in the damn bleachers. Am I lying? They sitting there, they setting it up right there.
I expect, man.
They ain't giving a damn about that game.
23 years old with a bag.
Spin. Spin. I'm coming to Houston to spend all this money.
And I'm a rook.
Insane.
And I'm a rook too. I'm a rookie. Man, we playing the Heat. We going to Miami,
LA,
and we staying because we ain't got another game the next day. We gonna stay in Miami. What y'all doing after the game? The game was at 7. It's over with 10. Man, we showered up, geared up. We ain't going home. We ain't going to the hotel. Hey man, I just rented this little ride right here. Who all going? Such and such going. Man, they all there. I don't know what clubs they going, whatever it is. Strip clubs, King of Diamonds, whatever it is that they doing, they about to get caught up. Just like what Rick said. The women was saying, I'm going to catch a man. The men was saying, I'm about to go get caught up.
I'm telling you, that girl was in the bathroom praying to Jesus peeing on that stick.
Hell yeah. Shit, she like, as soon as that shit came, it was a ding, just like she hit the lottery, man. She like, I want to thank my mom, my dad.
Yeah, man. She was
Thanks for the other niggas who babies I bought it. Yeah, appreciate that.
Right. Hey, one prayer for all the ones that didn't make it.
Man,
hey,
bro.
Mama love you.
Average man says, no, sir, all pain. Make your dream come true with condoms, especially a man of means. Right.
Yeah, sound good.
So you don't
35.
have
Man.
35, all that shit sound good.
Eat raw dog in it everywhere. Tim Miranda says she wanted to say that she screwed an NBA player. I doubt it mattered who it was. It was for status, bragging rights. I'm so hot.
That was the password, bro.
Yeah. That wasn't her first. That wasn't her first, man. She's already been 20 years in the game, man.
Like this.
That's a vet.
She was around when Mike was playing. She was
trying to guess the code, boy.
She was
She
like,
can
this is
retire
the
right
pregnancy
now.
test.
She got
Yeah.
20 years experience.
And on the come up, what she was doing.
She had this plan.
Right. You said when Mike was playing.
She was around. Shit, she's 38. She was good.
It's no different than a single mom already on Section 8 WIC and food stamps, still having more kids to file for child support and more government assistance, no files in the household.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, it's dirty,
It's all
man.
the same. You see what I'm saying? It's just
Different
like
levels.
she said, exactly like she said, exactly like his baby mama said. Don't be mad at my horn because I got an NBA, nigga. That's
right.
Damn.
She's saying that to the ladies.
That's what she
Let's
told
get to the
me.
video.
She fronting
We
to
gonna
the
go on
ladies.
this all night,
Like,
Precious. You better get to the video.
Damn.
We're gonna get to the next topic.
Nasty work, my boy. It's nasty.
Yeah, man.
hour and a half in.
And we all laughing.
But is it nasty work because he got money? Because if he was
It's
broke,
nasty
would it still
work,
be
period.
nasty?
We just did it with Section 8. It's nasty
No,
work
she
with the
wouldn't
Section
do
8.
it. She
He got money.
protected herself all of those years from the first kid to him because we can't imagine how many kids she got rid of between that time.
That's what I was just saying.
Right? So she was waiting to bag the big fish, and now she got it. And you got to understand, I don't know how old the oldest kid is. Some of these women are strategic, like Drea. Her son was 21, so that child support was running out.
It was
So
over.
she got herself a 22-year-old to bang it up. So she has money up to 60 now, right?
Damn.
So that's all strategic. I mean, these chicks are very, very strategic. So
Retirement
now
plan.
at 60, she's going to get $1 million+ a year till she's 60. So she has a serious, I don't know. She can't have a baby at 60, but if she could, she might.
There's some cold work.
She
Just
might.
explain why it's dirty work, Precious. What he just
Dirty-
said. That's
dirty
why
work.
it's dirty. Because
There's
it's
some cold
planned.
work.
It's manipulated. If you premeditated murder is a dirty work. If you kill somebody because of you can get over sometimes where you're like, yo, I was emotionally distressed, whatever. But premeditated murder, this is premeditated baby.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
You gonna get the chair for this type of murder.
They gotta come together for something like this to happen. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
What you
That's
got for us, Precious? We got a
crazy.
video?
Damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Precious. Yeah, this your show, baby. I'm sorry.
Topic, and it turned into a conversation like we did have a video.
Oh, that's cool.
On it.
No, you can go ahead.
We're gonna move on to the next. Thank you guys who were just joining. Definitely hit that like button so the algorithm knows we're having the conversation. We're about to finally start the show.
That was good. That was a good one right there.
My bad.
All right, no, y'all good. All right, so we got Shaq up here, and he's having this conversation, and he's talking about how women have different rules that women don't speak on or disclose.
A lot of men are afraid of marriage these days.
Because y'all
StreamYard. All right, let's see. Let's go back to the beginning.
So a lot of men are afraid of marriage these days.
Because y'all got rules and y'all don't tell us.
What does that mean?
Y'all be making up rules.
What rules, Shaq?
All right, let me put you through a scenario.
Okay.
What's your name?
Anissa.
All right, we're talking.
Yeah.
I'll leave my phone right here.
Okay.
And Anissa says, "You're doing a good job, baby. I love you." Is that cheating? Yes or no? Don't think about it. You check on my phone, and
Okay.
Anissa, your friend,
Yeah.
says, "You're doing a good job, baby. I love you."
What?
We're friends too. But you.
Oh, well, if you're friends.
Hold on. You didn't know that she has my number or we're texting, and you see her and it just pop up. She's sitting right there, and then pop up. My God, baby, you're doing a good job. I love you. Is that cheating or not?
I don't. It depends on you.
Answer the question. We're dating, and you text me, but she don't know that me and you have been texting. No, see,
I don't think
see?
that's cheating.
But
No,
thank
and the
you.
reason why.
Thank you.
But let me tell you why.
Thank you. It's
Because
not.
you can't control another person.
No, that ain't got nothing to do with it.
And
either.
also-
no, Hank, no.
But the background
No.
aspect of it, why is she calling you baby? That's what's throwing me off. If she was just like, "You're doing a great
Because
job,
we're
I
friends.
love you,"
We're friends.
that's fine.
Okay, you're doing a good job. I love you.
Oh,
All
that's
right, forget the
fine.
baby.
I'm not pressed by that at all.
But you see her answer?
Yeah.
And that's how most of them think.
But I also think that a lot of
hold on, and then there's a word y'all made up: emotional cheating.
that's a thing.
How do you know my emotions? How do you know I'm just not playing with you all the time? When I say I love you, I miss you.
Then you're emotionally playing with her.
Okay, but what does that matter to you? You think I'm emotional cheating, which doesn't exist, by the way.
It does exist.
It does not.
If you are emotionally connected with another person and I don't know about it.
I'm emotionally connected with another person? How do you know? Just because you read
you wouldn't
something?
know, and that's the whole thing about cheating, because there's no conversation about it. But if there's a woman or a man and they are with each other having intimate conversations or intimate experiences,
experiences is a different thing, because in law enforcement, right? What's your name, my guy? I can say right here on camera.
Yeah.
As soon as I fucking leave this, I'm gonna break Kenny's jaw and throw him down the steps.
Yes.
Right?
Insane.
Hold on, right?
Yes.
But I can't be charged, because I said, y'all got me saying it on camera, but until I make the overt act, I cannot be charged. So it doesn't matter what I say right
So
there.
you're saying because it can't be proved?
No, I ain't got nothing to prove. And in order for me to be charged for conspiracy, I gotta actually do it. I have to make the overt act. Now, if I get up and go grab his shirt, I set it on tape, I'm getting sued, y'all gonna make a lot of money, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if I'm doing this, but not doing the overt act of seeing the person secretly or doing that, it's not really cheating.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, ask me.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
So if you are in
Sex.
So that was the end of the video. So is there no such thing as emotionally cheating as Shaq is talking about here?
For women, it certainly is. I'm not so sure about men. I think women, because definitely emotionally cheat. Right? Those are the women who want to hang on to my best friend who's a man, or my past love. I can't do without him, and all that other horse shit. They are emotionally. Any woman who goes to another man to get, some man who's maybe single or still virile, if he's not 95 years old and the shit don't work, then, and she's emotionally trying to get information and talking to him, she's cheating. It's just a matter of time before he bangs it out. So yeah. If my wife told me, oh, I got this friend, every so often I got to talk to him, and, he gives me a perspective in life and shit. She might as well be banging him out, because that's cheating. Now, men don't cheat that way. We don't have a woman, oh, I need to talk to this girl, or, to get my shit. I mean, we don't behave that way. We just go bang around.
Okay. But however, right? Because
let Rick put some real good stuff on it.
Right. However, right. My opinion. This is my perspective. Women say men emotionally cheat. They try to put that jacket on us because it's what they do.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Right. How many times have a woman told me, you know what, I can't do nothing with him unless there's some type of emotion attached, correct?
Right.
And I told you a couple of weeks ago I could hate fuck a bitch, right?
You did.
You see what I'm saying? The same way we can sit up here and people have these conversations about I was on cruise season, shout out to them, right? And we had this banter about sexual attraction, how, right, when you first start out, you don't have to, it's not a fight for nobody to get none. You know what I'm saying? But as time goes on and things change, those things tend to change, right? So again, when we're having these conversations, and this is the conversation I have with most women when we talk about it, I have to be emotionally attached, emotionally available to a man for me to even get wet or to deal with him in that sort of fashion, right? But a man constantly tells y'all, hey, that bitch don't mean nothing to me. She didn't mean nothing to me. She won't mean nothing to me. I'll smack her if she says something crazy to you. And then I'm just being a devil's advocate, right? So what is emotional cheating if that's the case? Doesn't it just means more that, again, because as a woman, when you're giving a man time and an emotional connection, that is something that's huge for you guys?
I would say yes, but it doesn't mean that men are void of emotion. So I think that when those arguments are going back and forth, it's known that men are more logical than emotional. However, it doesn't mean that y'all don't have emotions whatsoever. And so
I never said I never said we didn't, right? What I'm saying is I don't have any emotions towards this particular person.
And we have a tendency to be honest and open and transparent about that. Unfortunately, a lot of times women don't. They'll say, "No, it's all good. He doesn't mean anything to me," when he actually does. He's been meaning something to you for a long time. You've been meaning to want to get with him for a while prior to you getting with him. You fell in love once you had knew it.
So men don't believe women when they say that, but when a man says she doesn't mean anything to me, yet y'all been in each other's lives for years, we're supposed to believe that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the problem. You don't trust. But if in fact you did, yeah, we are telling you what it is. But because you don't feel it doesn't happen to you, as Rick just said, you put that jacket on us. And we're like, no, it's not the same as you.
So what is it? You're just platonic friends.
Absolutely, it can be. And we have a tendency to understand.
Probably not. I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not a hypocrite, right?
Yeah,
I'm just telling you.
I didn't answer that either because it's not. Right. You're still trying to project this relationship between this dude and that girl. If I had a lady who was my friend, and I actually have one, really, my wife knows it. We're not around each other, right? We were freshmen in college together. That was 800 years ago, and we still stay in touch. But there's nothing. We don't talk and commiserate and all that kind of shit. That's what we're talking about, right? But we've shared stuff over the years, but we never had anything together. So, and it never will. That's one girl I know that I've never tried to actually put a move on. So I know she's safe, right?
One girl.
But anyway, but that's the same thing with women. If a woman has a man who's a compadre like that, whether you believe it or not, men don't buy that shit when we're just close. We having intimate conversations and all that kind of stuff. It's just a matter of time. You get in the right setting, a little bit of wine, a little good food, man, he's banging it out.
Well, the whole thing is, this is the problem that I have with when men say this. You act like there's no such thing as you not wanting to fuck everything around you. And that's just not true. And now with some it is true, but let's distinguish the differences. I'm like, I don't want to fuck everybody who I'm friendly with.
But you would.
That's fair.
No, if put it this way, if I would, then I would. I said I don't want to. If I don't want to, then I wouldn't. No.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
So are you saying that women do?
Yeah, a lot of times because women are connecting with the emotion of another person often. They're like, oh, you know what he's doing, and y'all have a lot more empathy and sympathy towards feelings. Whereas I'm like, that's so. I ain't thinking about her.
And listen, and what
y'all not suppressing the sexual urge and feelings. And
that's the whole thing. It's not suppressing when you don't want to do it.
See,
it's right. It's not suppressing when you don't want to do it. Right. But
if you want to do it, then
you don't want to do it. We just had the conversation that if you could, you would.
That's my point. That's the cliche answer that everybody. No, it's not. I could have sex with a lot of different women, and I would not with his penis. There's certain people. There's certain people that you would say, I wouldn't touch her with his, and we.
There's another factor. There is another factor, Precious. I'm gonna be real quick. listen, if you got a guy you're emotionally attracted to, most men, even if you're telling the truth, right? Most men don't want their woman to be in the proximity of a random male orbiter who would take you up on it in a heartbeat. So you're over here thinking, telling me that everything's copacetic because of your control, but you're around a guy who would bang you out in a second, right? So all you got to do is get weak 1 minute. So that's why we don't buy those stories. No man wants his woman around somebody who knows that if he had a chance, he'd be banging you out.
But we're
We
supposed
just
to
know
buy
that. So,
y'all story. The
I'm
men,
not talking about you,
the sexual drive.
huh?
Women are supposed to buy y'all stories. Who y'all can have?
Y'all do buy it. Y'all do buy it though, because do shout out to Dubai, right? Y'all do buy it because this is what y'all tell us our entire lives. What are you talking about?
And let's be clear, something that we often overlook. Women, y'all have sexual drives that can match men. So let's
Yeah, but it's not. It's different. Like time, y'all.
Why y'all keep trying to give her a cop out, bro? Y'all
Y'all
keep trying to cop her out.
Y'all,
Precious, no.
until that thing don't come up no more, y'all just care, you know what I mean? Then you know what I mean, the sex drive is gone.
No.
Women is certain periods and times in their life, just like for women when they go through a certain period. It's funny. A lady today called it her journey. It was funny. You know, certain times and periods, the woman's sex drive is not as high and as wild as y'all think it is. You know what I mean?
Precious, yes. To some, listen, I'll say 45 and over. Look at it. Most of the women are having children in their teenage years. Their sex drive is just as high as a 17-year-old boy. Now, after 35, 40, it may slow down, but I hear 40-year-old women saying all the time, give me a dude 26, 28, because our sex drive is high. They high. Now 50, you know, post-menopause or whatever that time, yeah, it might be a little fickle, but it never turns off.
In the 40s, they could be in the what is it, perimenopause?
They getting more Johns than
Man,
most
grannies
young
is out
girls.
here
Come
clapping
on.
cheeks online, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
they out here getting big.
And let's be real, Precious. Every month y'all ovulate,
Come on now.
and when
Come on
y'all
now.
ovulate, y'all are horny.
Every month.
But we
Stop.
taking it too far, man. We taking it too far. The thing is that this whole thing that Shaq was talking about, that it doesn't exist, right? What he should have told her was that it applies to women. That's the thing.
That's a double standard.
Yeah, and you guys, this is what happens with women. Y'all are habitual line steppers. Y'all will be in men's spaces when you ain't supposed to be in our spaces. You want to hang around men, thinking that men is just going to be here and just want to be around your ass just because we just cool like that. No, we got male friends for that. At the end of the day, we don't want you around like a lot of women want, because guess what you end up doing? You end up using our utility. I got a nigga to help me move. I got a nigga that can fix my car.
God damn it.
I got a dude that get here. He can give me some damn food. Whatever it is, y'all use our utilities. And a dude is looking like, man, I'm about to hit this shit. Fuck this shit. We just not telling you. And the thing is that y'all act like y'all don't know.
Everybody
That's why you would hear women talk about I got homeboys that I hang around. Every one of them dudes would hit them skins if given a chance.
I don't care what nobody say. Everybody know, bro.
Yeah. We know what it is.
Y'all out here playing. Y'all out here playing.
Well, I agree with that. But that's the difference between men and women. Y'all, like you said, chance given, y'all gonna take it. Women, that emotional piece has to be there. They gotta like you. They gotta be.
So Shaq was right.
That doesn't necessarily mean that men. You know, there are a lot of men out here that emotionally cheat on their wives. They never leaving their wife. They're gonna still be with their wife, but they're still out here doing that. Y'all, not anybody up here, but there are men who will do that. They will have a little emotional type of relationship with a woman because she satisfies something that the wife don't satisfy.
But he's actually cheating on. He's physically cheating
But
too.
you don't
No,
have to
it's
put
not.
emotional in front of it.
It's
This
not.
nigga is setting it up.
Right. Well, it's emotional first because you know you have to get to a woman's emotions. You know
No.
you can't just walk up to a woman and have sex with her. JC.
Precious. There was a thing called there was a thing called R&B, right? There was this thing called R&B. There was this thing called R&B, and there was a time where men did not have to do anything but play it. That's all we had to do. And what we do is
emotions. You're still playing on the emotions.
on your emotions, not ours. That's the difference.
Right, but you're using emotions. That just because you're not, crying or happy, that you're still using the emotions to get what you want, whether they're fake or not.
So it's not emotional cheating. That's what we were saying. It's just cheating then. Because
in my opinion, it's still emotional cheating because you still have to use that avenue. You still have to go down that road. You got to go down that road to get what you want.
This is an educational moment for you, Precious. I know you passed that naive thing, but he's telling you what he's telling you. I mean, she might think it's emotional, but for this guy, it's just part of the game to get the draws. He might have no feelings whatsoever. So men, if he's really after getting laid, the emotional part is pretty much a game. Now, and the reason why I know, because some men have it like that. Every man doesn't have it like that, by the way. Like for me, one of the reasons I didn't really cheat because I had to have an emotional connection to the chick because I wasn't select like that.
But that's what I'm saying.
So that's why I didn't cheat.
Exactly what I'm saying. Men don't.
But that's not for most. But that's not every man.
Right. But we just talked. Okay, we just talked about men not getting the draws. Right. We just talked
like
about
me. I'm the guy. I'm the guy who's not getting the draws.
You got the draws for life. Okay. So
yeah, but before that, I had a life before that.
Right. But so so you had to go the emotional route. Correct, because you couldn't just get a chick, bag her the first.
And I was jealous of all the light-skinned guys who didn't have to do that shit.
Coach Ferg. So again, you had to go the emotional route, right?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. There are men who have to go the emotional route because they don't have the swag. They don't have
you're at the 20, but you're at the lower end. But but you still at the lower end of the.
But there are a lot of men, according to y'all, who are not getting the draw.
And they ain't gonna use emotions though. The thing is that when they get it,
they're not cheating. Those guys like that won't cheat. Those guys who have the woman that they want, they're not out there cheating.
But when they get it, it's a different type of getting it. They like, man, is it really going down? They're unsure until it's going at that spot. That's why when you see some of the movies and the guy be thinking in his mind, is this really happening? It's really happening. You know what I'm saying?
He felt like he said it out loud and he blew it.
Right. So it's not, that's where I'm saying that it still goes for the most part, Precious. For the most part, it's going to be the women. It's going to be the women.
I'm not disagreeing with that because the facts are women are more emotional than men.
Well, they used to be.
Great point.
Damn. Damn. Yeah, it's changing.
Yeah. We used to have
shit is changing. Yeah. God damn, it's changing.
Women is there emotion in the, this is a unique conversation, right? Because
damn,
I don't know. It was a time when
y'all just ugly as fuck.
Damn, this shit is changing.
I don't know. I think it's going to a period of every man. If he's confident about himself when it comes to women, a lot of times he's not approaching it with any emotion. He knows what he's trying to do. He's not bringing any emotion.
Right. It never is. Right. Yeah. It's happenstance. You become my girl by happenstance. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was hollering at you, I was just trying to hit. That's facts.
Yeah.
Until you came up and asked, "What are we?
Yeah.
What are we doing?"
You convinced me to make you my girl.
And
I don't. No dude jumps and dude, that's gonna be my girlfriend. Not
at all. Not at all.
Don't go like that.
Well, a lot of times women don't get ass. A lot of times they don't even get ass. They just get pounded into submission.
I gotta push back on. No, it's not true with every man. It is very popular with every man, just like it is not true that every woman's a gold digger. It is very popular that women are gold diggers, but every man is not just trying to hit it. There are some men who actually want a relationship. There are some men who actually want marriage. There are some men who and for y'all to just sit there and act like that doesn't exist is part of our issue.
No, it's what Rick said, it was by happenstance. He's absolutely right about that.
For him, for you, maybe.
No.
For everyone.
Let me explain a little bit something.
But that's true.
This is what happened. My homeboys or myself or whatever, right? We sitting back kicking with a chick, right? I hit whatever. He started to see I'm starting to spend a little more time with her. First thing he's gonna ask me is like, "Oh shit, y'all get a little serious, boy. That's your girl now?" My response is, "Nah, no, we just, that's just my girl. I like her a little bit or whatever." Until because she's gonna move in on the relationship. She's gonna be the one that sits back and say, "Well, I mean, are we together or not? What are we?" It's a conversation that's going to come so she can move in on you. There's not a guy that's going to be sitting there talking about hey, babe, what are we now? I mean, we just, you're not really going to have that, bro. You're going to be the one to be like, "I had to give in, bro, because I was out here."
JT, that's just not true.
You guys happen like that. It looks like that. Sean's correct. Because listen, I'm married to my wife, but when I saw her, I wanted to bang her ass out, man.
That's why you hollered at her. That's why you hollered at her.
You agree with me.
And the shit happened by happenstance.
No, it happened. Or pain, because y'all make it feel like emotion is only like nagging or loud.
No, not that.
What emotion was that when you just wanted to bang her out? What emotion was that?
Because she kept walking by and she had this nice, everything was looking up.
We need to stop this, bro. Like, we too old for this, for real, man.
Yeah, he didn't want nobody else to bang her. He did not want anybody else to bang her, so he had to go ahead and make her his girl.
I don't care what Sean say, bro. I don't care what Sean say. You ain't walking and you see the girl and then the camera slow down and she's my wife.
And she turn, look, she do her hair like this, Rick.
It don't happen like that, bro.
Y'all sound like. Okay, let me explain what y'all sound like to me. Y'all sound like women who sit there and we sitting there saying that there's no such woman as a woman who's not a gold digger. And that's just not true.
No, that's not true either.
Right. But y'all making it out like there is no man who wants to have something other than just sex, and that's a lie.
No, we didn't say that. We said that by happenstance you end up having her as your girl.
I heard what you said, and that's some.
So we're not saying the other thing.
This is a small number. It's a small number, dude.
And we wanted to continue.
Small number, Coach Berg.
And we wanted to continue.
We got to count them too.
Y'all approach women that way, and they believe that nonsense.
No, but Sean, the thing is this: it gets to a point where the man is like, "I just want me and her. I don't want no other man sticking his finger in her cookie jar, and I want to continue to do it." So what happens is that she makes the proposal, and he acquiesces to it.
I heard she makes the proposal when I said. Not true.
She makes the proposal.
What you're saying in fairness.
Are we going together now? That's what she's going to ask.
What you're saying in fairness, this is part of our problem as men. What you're saying in fairness is very popular. I agree. Is it every man? No, but we sit there and we perpetuate and act like it is.
Sean,
you're right. The majority of minority.
You're right.
The majority of minority.
So majority, I agree with you.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, that's all we was saying.
That's all we saying. Sean. We was saying.
We know Sean, you different, bro. You different. You different, my boy. You
Listen, we understand you and your brother may move that way.
Every time I corrected y'all, it's
You
y'all
was a
said.
spoon and shit.
Every time I corrected y'all, because y'all literally said,
Let me see your eyes, Sean.
man.
Let me see your eyes, Sean. Let me see your eyes, bro.
Ain't no man.
But Sean, yeah,
For the most part. How
because
about that?
one thing I always understood from listen, man, in the prime of a young man's life, let me tell you something. Sometimes your shit wake up before you do, right? And if you already sitting there spooning and she also, most people ain't gonna be like, well, nah, baby, I just want to continue to get to know you. Man, if she lay it out, he gonna jump on it, knowing it might be his last time in that situation for a while. So most brothers ain't turning it. You and your cousin Sean, y'all might turn it down. Y'all move a little different. But most,
Again,
Now-
you gotta realize.
But that 4 o'clock is going down.
You're right.
And she gonna act like she sleep. She
Oh my God.
You're right about that too. That's the funniest thing. What you doing? You know what I'm doing.
what you doing? What's up?
Hey, champ, in and out. Man.
What
good
up,
with you,
champ?
boy?
Yo, good. It's been a pleasure. I gotta bounce, y'all. But
Hey, Sean,
Yes,
be
sir.
safe, bro. Be safe. Good talking to
most
you.
definitely. All right, Sean.
That's funny, man.
What up there, Frank?
Sean, hilarious, man.
Here.
Fuck with
We got
Sean.
the
Man.
original. We got the original crew. Minus Sean go to work, but he might pop back in because y'all know how Sean
Yeah,
do.
he's,
Mhm.
Sean be like, nah, I heard this and listen.
You wildin'.
Hey, even Frank, how are you? Can you hear us? Maybe
He's
he
still
can't
trying to get it together.
Mhm.
hear us. All right. So, all in all, y'all believe there is no such thing as emotionally
Sure it is. Sure it
for
is. Sure.
men. For men.
Sure. No, I'm gonna say sure.
emotional
Sure. Why not?
I ain't budging off of that one.
Why not?
Nah. Emotional foreplay. Who said that?
Why not? Sure.
Zero.
Oh no! And then you talk about Shaq too. That Shaq, he's still messing around with them 20-somethings.
Hey, man.
Right.
Shaq living a good life, man. Leave that
Yeah,
man alone,
he is. Come on, man. So them talking to him, he like, yo, I'm out here, right? That's so when she was trying to, because I saw the interview myself, and she was over talking him and everything because what he was saying was hitting home strong, boy.
hurting her feelings.
Yeah, it's like, damn. He like, how you gonna tell me I'm out here? And I'm over 50.
Yeah, I got 4. Because I got 4 of them back at the house, right?
I got one right now.
Right now.
Tell you, it's a cold game.
Shaq
Man.
is also the man who admits to, ruining his marriage too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told the truth.
Right.
He told-
Most men gonna say it. If they ruin their
We
marriage, they're
tell
gonna
you
say
when we
it.
lose it. We tell you when we lose a good one. We tell y'all.
And look how he took accountability, though.
He sure
He
did.
took accountability. He ruined it.
Yeah. That's what you do.
All right. So on to the next topic. I saw this next video. Let me just remove this one because maybe it won't play when I try and play the next one. I'm on stream here. It might still play me. All right. So I saw this video and I wanted to get you guys' perspective as well as the chat. So definitely chat, do what y'all do. I appreciate you. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're just joining, hit the like button. If you'd like to be up on the panel at the top of the comments, just remember, no disrespect or you will get kicked out. Thank you, Stephanie, for the Cash App, as well as Darnell. Thank you guys for supporting the platform. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you. But I saw this next video, and again, I wanted to get you guys' perspective because, when you join with someone, he's actually married, so him and his wife are one, right? And you would want you and your wife to be on the same page about most things, a lot of things. However, this situation, they were not on the same page. He felt as though she should have been on his side. You guys let me know what you think after watching this.
My side,
She was having a work get together, predominantly white. As we're getting dressed, she goes, "Would you mind wearing a long sleeve shirt so that way your tattoos are not showing when we go to this?"
I know that pissed you off.
And she was worried about how I would look to them so that she wouldn't be embarrassed by me. So I was like, I'm wearing whatever the hell I want to wear to this event.
Yeah.
I'm not going to let their perception of me govern how I'm going to walk out the house.
Right.
Big facts.
She may care about those people. I don't know them from nowhere. I don't care about them at all. What I'm going to present when I come into this room is myself. I'm not coming in thinking or feeling like I need to be something different in order to operate in this room.
Okay.
And that is the argument that I'm trying to make. A lot of people are changing who they are, their behaviors, and their complete lifestyle to be and operate in a room.
Right.
You thought that wearing a sleeve shirt was a change of your whole lifestyle. No, you are still there. Your presence is there under those sleeves. And for a moment, you're making a modification. You're not changing your whole lifestyle to be in that room. You're just making a modification.
But the modification that's being made is not it impacts me in a way that's attempting to make someone else feel comfortable. And we don't even know if they uncomfortable. You're trying to anticipate someone else's comfort and want me to fall into alignment with what you want to do. That is totally different.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you're not here for the people that are in the room, right?
No matter what room I come in, I'm not coming in this room with the thought of I'm trying to make you feel comfortable.
Do you come in the room to make your wife feel comfortable though? Does that matter to you?
What?
You're coming in the room not for these people, but you are coming in the room for this woman who is on your side.
But is she on his side if she asks him to switch up?
To switch up to meet the needs of that group. You supposed to be on my side. You, my wife. If there's an event and those people probably wouldn't like how I present and they would be uncomfortable at how I look, then you shouldn't want to go over there with them.
All right. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. So do you think he was wrong for wanting his wife to be on his side?
He's an idiot.
Ooh.
He's an idiot.
Explain.
And I'm surprised she's still married to him. Because the guy, even though the guy backed down, he was right. You didn't do this for those people. You did it for your wife. Listen, I told my wife, I don't want you to wear some shit you're going to go meet my people. I expect her to comply. I would expect her to comply for sure. So for him to get triggered that way, I don't know if they're still married or whatever, or this was a skit, but because the first guy was on to something, he said, listen, you put a shirt on with a sleeve doesn't change who you are. You're just doing this for your woman. For the 2 hours that you're in there, that would gave him, it's so funny because the 2 hours, if he would have done that, that gives him, I don't know, maybe 6 months for grace or more. Because she says, this guy, understands, like, this job, if I didn't have to do it, he'll take care of me. But he, you know what I'm saying. I think he's an idiot. That's
to me personally, it's something more. Man, see, he just had he tired his wife telling him what to do. It seemed like to me, goddamn. They didn't ask you, she asked you.
Right.
Right. They didn't ask you. The same way you saying how these people they don't know you from a can of paint. What is you talking about? Your girl wants you to ask her to wear a different shirt, and now you oppressed.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's just wild.
Just say you tired of your girl. You tired of your girl telling you what to do, bro, or asking you to do something, whatever. Right when y'all go out or whatever. I don't know shit. Something else going on, but a shirt, my boy.
He's emotional.
It's her job. It's her job, right? She wants you to impress the people at her job, nigga. Like,
yeah, for sure.
The same way, if you brought her to a party, you wouldn't want her wearing some Daisy Dukes and some shit that you can see bending over when she playing on a copy with the neck. You wouldn't want that.
Yeah,
that was weird, nigga. That's weird to me, bro. Like that's
that's immaturity, you know what I'm saying? Because even though one thing in my own life, working in a professional sort of like atmosphere, I understood that how I show up is how I'm going to be represented. But a lot of young people, they fail to realize that she's already in the position, so she's showing up understanding her, what to do. If I can relay that information to my wife, listen, there's going to be supervisors, bosses, networking opportunities. So they're only going to take you as serious as of when you show up. Unfortunately, we are judged by our cover. That's the way it is, especially in the business world and making money.
Yep.
I don't know how many people go be trying to do business with JT when he show up with all his tattoos showing and his bandana on. You know what I'm saying? But if he shows up and then like a little button down shirt, a polo and some khakis. White people love polo and khakis. You know
roll
what I'm saying?
Your sleeves up.
Yeah,
you could roll your sleeves up when you got to the party, when you got comfortable. Like,
yeah,
that was just weird. That was weird.
Just a little bit. So at least till you observe the room, and then you know what I'm saying. Just like I want to show my tattoo.
A lot of them are tatted up too.
Yeah, but they cover it up.
Not a white man who tatted.
They covered up though on the job. In the professional setting, they're covered up. And that's where I think people got to start learning how to compartmentalize things. JT, you probably heard this, Frank, you too. Adapt, improvise, and overcome.
Yes, sir.
You adapt to the environment and improvise, and you know what I'm saying, and then you move past it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to I ain't gonna change. Oh, you're gonna be limited to opportunities. So if you really ready to
he was
100%
goofy. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, hey, babe, listen, put a long sleeve shirt on, cover up your tats or whatever it is. We having this dinner, whatever it is that it is. I mean, all you got to do is just tell me, look, it's gonna be, suited and booted, right? It's gonna be suited and booted, baby. We, get one of your suits out, whatever, blah blah blah. We going to this dinner, whatever. I'm not about to sit back and jump on my soapbox over what. Just like Rick said, it was something that had to be a little more deeper than that. Bitch, stop telling me what to do all the time. If you tripping off of that, tell about some, I want them to accept me for who I am when I'm presenting myself. Like, dude, you sound like your auntie, my guy. Come on, bro, relax. Put that suit on. Shit. He's goofy. He's a goofy man. Most definitely.
A white man trying to hold him down over here.
every night I gotta prove my love.
Like, come on, dog. It don't make no sense. Like,
none.
We don't make problems where there is none, bro. He's making a problem for no reason, bro. Like,
no reason. Man.
That's your man's, Frank. That's your man's.
Not at all, man. Listen, you know what I'm saying? First of all, you just gotta know that, you know what I mean? Like, a lot, the way a lot of us was raised, you can't go into a lot of those rooms like that, bro. Like, once you grow up, you gotta grow the fuck up. Like, that's just what it is. You know what I mean? So, if you walking into, your wife got a corporate job, you walking in there with a damn wife beater on, who's trying to show your tats, talking about, oh, I'm me though, I'm me. Like,
when keeping it real goes wrong.
Right.
Now your wife, now they looking at your wife like, damn, like, so this is the type of representation that we gonna have at the top if we promote you.
Right, we about to pass her up.
Yeah, come on. Yo, they gonna be there what my guy R. be saying. They gonna DEI somebody straight to the top of that.
Crazy, man.
That was get those somebody who be reading books to kids at
Yeah.
They gonna say, bring one of them Transformers over here.
Or a man to fight over something like that. There's a lot more going on. That's all I'm gonna say. For him to have an issue like that, to put it out on blast, like, there's a lot more going on than that shirt.
Yeah, it is, man.
And to make it seem like your wife was tripping, though. That's the part that bugged me. Like, no, bro, she not tripping.
Right.
It's supposed to be on my side.
That's immaturity. That's immaturity. That's just a sign of immaturity.
The thing is, he don't even understand that she looking out for both of them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? She looking out for both of them, and just like Uncle Rick said, like just think about that shit on the flip side, right? You got him trying to take her to a corporate event, him trying to take her to a nice little, shindig, and she over there with a short freakum dress on and shit, like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody looking like, damn, like your wife every time she get up, she can't even get out the chair and shit. She gotta wiggle and waddle up. She gotta wiggle and waddle out the chair and shit. Like she the only one there like that though. You know how embarrassing that would be?
With her short dress, her cowboy boots, and that damn fan, waiting for the damn song "Boots on the Ground" to come on so she could tear the floor up. She ready to line dance with a fan in her hand.
Wow. Yeah, he doing too much. I don't say that much, but he doing way too much. He's doing way too much. Look, dude.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy though. So like, yeah, that is, bro. That shit was wild. I'm listening to that whole thing, and I'm like, bro, like, Buddy really think he's spitting. He really think he on fire on his on our internet.
Just wrong.
Loud and wrong. You just
wrong. You wrong for no reason, bro.
After he talked to him and try to give him his perspective, then everybody gonna go, oh yeah, like y'all all ignorant.
Immaturity. That's just immaturity.
Yeah, anybody on the panel, anybody on that little joint that said, yeah, y'all all ignorant. Buddy sounded like he had some sense at first. And then he went straight to his side after that.
Oh, now I get it. Like, no.
You gotta tell your boys, like Pootie Tang said, man, like, no. I got to say no, my brother. Like, no, man.
Side-eye Tay. Sign your pity on the running kind.
I love you.
Somebody need to whoop his ass. Somebody need to grab Pootie belt and whoop his ass.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, man.
With the buckle.
That's so funny.
No, he blew that one. He blew that one. That's a ball.
Yeah.
I agree with you guys. Different settings call for different attire, and you have to be able to. I don't know why one would be in their feelings about that. I think to me, as an adult, you already know what it is. It's almost like when you go to a swimming pool, you're wearing swimwear. When you go to a you're wearing, corporate clothing. And that doesn't include having, both sleeves of tattoos out. Now you can still wear a button-down shirt, long sleeve. And if you wanted to cuff, the sleeves a little bit, you could, that still looks presentable. It still looks professional. Because like I said, a lot of them, I remember seeing, the guys that I used to work with at my last job, and I was like, dang, you got a whole bunch of tattoos. But we weren't always in, the corporate office setting. We may have been out to dinner with a whole group of people, and even in those settings, they still weren't, like you said, wearing wife beaters and tank tops where it's just like you could just see everything. No, it's like, okay, you could see that they got tattoos up their arm, but they still look presentable and professional. And so, I'm glad that you guys, felt the way that you or had the perspective that you have towards this man, because he is totally out of line. And again, if it was a reverse and his wife came to the corporate job with the cleavage busting all out of her shirt and booty all out, tight dress, it's like, where do you think you're going? You better get back in that room and change. So you have to have that same consideration. With that's considering the person that you're with. It has nothing to do with any of the people that's going to be at that corporate event is considering that person you with, because it don't even have to be necessarily a corporate event, right? Men don't want their woman out looking crazy. Now, if y'all are going to a nice dinner, you may want her to look nice, and the cleavage and all of that is up to your discretion. It is not even up to her discretion. I know when I go out and things of that nature, I'll be like, is this okay? Am I good? Should I change? Like, I'm always mindful of that. But I was also raised that way. Mom and dad used to have me in clothes that were baggy, that were too big for me. So I'm always mindful of how I dress because I was just raised like that, right? I was just raised to be very, modest. It's rare that I'm out here just everything all out. I'm never really out with everything all out unless we're going to a pool or beach or something. And even then, I still got to cover up. So, you have to be mindful and considerate. And that's just part of considering who you're with. Because when you're together, everyone's looking at you as a full package. You're not necessarily looking individually, especially that's your wife. It's like, okay, well, they're one. And so if they're one, it's like, okay, well, he must be the risky one, or the one that's, he because people in the corporate world, they do pass judgment. Like they do. I mean, we already got the liquor color skin. You know what I mean? So that's one strike against us. I mean, it just is what it is. You just know this going into these rooms. A lot of these in corporate America, there's only been maybe two hands of us, maybe. Right? And so, you just have to be mindful of it. And again, it's not to impress them, but even as yourself, you should still have a closet, a diversified closet enough where you can men don't have to do much. I mean, pants and a shirt, some shoes, y'all good. Y'all really don't have to do much. And for him, it seems like he want to do more than what he has to do.
Yeah, it sound like he. Yeah, I have no idea why he was. Yeah, that like I said, Frank, that's your man's.
Hey, and what be killing me, bro, is that the little shit that you ask, bro. Like people be making it seem like you asking them to change the fucking world. Like, I'm talking about some like I'm changing myself by putting on a shirt, bro.
That's
like,
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like if all you do is wear shorts and she like, yo, today I think you would look nice in some jeans. I'm not changing myself. Like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's that mentality that hold people back so much, bro. And especially in relationships, man. That shit is wild to me. I never understood it to where it's just like every little thing anything that you suggest, anything that they suggest is just like, yo, I think you will look, it took me a long time to start wearing red. Like, because like where I came from. Somebody told me somebody was like, yo, I think your skin tone will look nice with a red shirt, like a black and red shirt. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm not buying that shit. Like I was like, I can't go to the hood with that shit on. And they was like, well, now you're not in the hood, so I'm gonna buy you this shirt and you gonna wear this shit when we go somewhere. So I was like, all right, bet. And then after that, I was like, all right, like, fuck it. I do look fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I mean, it's just, but it wasn't about changing myself. It was like, I can't wear that in the hood. But you know what I'm saying? But I was like, I had to get out of that mentality, though, man. It took me a long time to even, like, for the longest time, I wanted to wear a suit. I remember this, dog. It's clear as day. I wanted to wear a suit. The only place that I ever wore them, funerals. You know what I'm saying? That was, the only place that I ever wore them, or Easter. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it was like, nope, I'm not wearing no suit. I wear some khakis. I wear a polo and this and this and this. And for a long ass time, bro, like, I just would not wear no suit. Then I was like, man, when I started looking into like frats and all this, like I knew I wanted to wear a suit and all that type of stuff like that. And I'm looking at the alphas, I'm looking at the noops, and I'm just like, man, dog, these brothers be fly, man. Yeah, I'm like, man, I wish I could wear a suit, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, fuck it. Like, I'm just gonna change my whole closet. Like, like all these baggy pants, I'm letting them shits go. Like all of that, bro. I just went and just reorganized everything. And I was like, bro, it's time to be a grown man. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
he's saying the dogs, y'all just
hey, all they do is wear gold boots. All they do is wear gold boots and camos. I wore camos my whole life. I said I'm not doing this shit no more.
We always make sure the girls are satisfied when we send them back.
What? Hey, come on, man. She went through that. What you worry about that?
Yeah, you should. But the thing is that you should want to make your woman look great when it comes down to stuff like that. You know, you want to put your best foot forward because you guys are representing each other, and and then they end up being fun events. That's my thing. If you stay there long enough, you're gonna see all that corporate shit about to go out the door. Right. As soon as they finish drinking all that wine and liquor and all that shit,
it's on and cracking.
It's on and popping now. You be like, damn.
What's crazy is they'll be at that 7:30, 8 a.m. Meeting like nothing ever happened the night before.
Nothing never happened the next day. Yep.
They will be there like
they doing the fan dance, they doing all the line dances and everything. Man.
So, right at that meeting, 8 o'clock in the morning, like nothing ever happened.
I was never one for it though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I used to bartend for the administrative parties. So we'd be there, all the faculty in the university being there, and we were like making them drinks and stuff. So we would give them a drink and we'd take one too, you know. We would have a good time, man. They were getting zooted, man. They had all top shelf stuff. Oh, they would pay us for it. We had to put a suit on and all that kind of stuff. It was interesting.
Yeah, it just never was for me. Like I said, I don't even say comfortable. It's just it gets boring to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it gets boring to me. But yeah,
they still talking about work.
But talking about the video again, right? That's a non-starter in a mature house. That's a non-starter, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I don't get this understanding. Like, I go out. I'm not going to even say it's going out of my way anymore because it's part of daily routine, daily life, right? To try to do something nice and make my partner happy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get this. That's what I'm saying. There's something deeper that's going on. He tussle with his girl, and they ain't got nothing to do with the people at work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't go out of our way to anger each other or upset each other or try to fight. That you shouldn't be going out your way to do that. Put a shirt on, nigga. Like, I mean, if he was player, he'd be like, okay, why don't you put my clothes out for me then?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? You wanted to keep it player, right? Oh, you want to tell me what to do? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you pick out my clothes and we go do this shit.
Right.
Right. I like my pants sharp. You know what I'm saying?
Extra starch.
Right.
Yeah. He been listening to YouTube. Yeah, he's just been listening to YouTube.
Yeah, it's just there wasn't nothing for him to be tripping off of on that particular thing. It definitely was something else, man, because he was crashing out over that shit.
He wanted them guys to be on his side so bad.
Man, so bad.
There's woman in those guys. Like, you're supposed to be on my side.
Sounds familiar. That's all I'm saying. He was looking for the sisterhood.
Where's the sisterhood?
I mean, they be dating the dude. They be dating them. I'm telling y'all, bro.
Yeah,
they be dating them. Right?
Yep.
I mean that. You your mama's son, nigga. Your mama's son.
You can take you out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of the person.
I'm trying to tell you, it's a conscious effort. That's the most, the hardest thing for a man, if they being honest with you, is for you to change your programming from when you was little. If you didn't have people around you that was schooling you right, and then because the dudes that had who got schooled at least had somebody dropping gems on the right. The proof of concept is when you get older, right? When you see it, right? Like, oh man. That's what it is. Yeah. Oh, you already know. I'm already ahead of the game.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So for a man to take his own actor, right? What we supposed to be doing is getting the foundations from our fathers or our male role models and then building on it as we get older. You know what I'm saying? But most of us, because we were raised by our mamas, we start at a deficit.
Yeah.
Right? We start at a deficit, and you have to actively be like, I got to lead that little boy where you got to kill him. I keep trying to tell y'all.
You got to kill the shit out of him. Yeah. And throw him off the bridge on the freeway. Yeah.
After 25, you got to let him go.
You got to kill him.
Kill the boy.
Yeah, you got to too. And it can also,
man, it's what it is. I know people hate to hear that shit, but when they talk about dark work and look at, that's what it is, man. The stuff that actually make you.
Yeah. Yeah. Got to pack him up.
You gotta pack him up.
Yeah, man.
At some point in time, you gotta let him go, man.
It's gonna cost you.
You gotta let him go.
It's gonna cost you a lot.
Cost you,
time, money.
Yeah. Facts.
Might cost you your life.
Yeah.
Facts. I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. One of the things I ain't never had a problem with that was, dressing with suits and stuff like that, because that's basically part of my culture here in Detroit. That was when we go out.
Chill out.
Not the pimp shit. It used to be now. I ain't talking about the non-lady gators and all of that. I'm talking about the suits that's
candy apple red gators.
Right. So if we going out, they learn real. The women they'll learn very fast. They be like, okay, what you wearing? Because they always got to ask the man what he wearing because they want to compliment him. And I got this dress out. What you wearing? Then I show them what I'm wearing. They be like, shit.
You
ain't got no red shirt.
No, even if I got the colors, it's just when they see it, they like, damn, this nigga down. He about to, from the socks to the square. You know what I'm saying? The tie it's like I could take 5 suits and make 20 of them out of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. So when she see it, she like, shit. It's not actually the color thing. It's because you know how y'all is, Precious. You want to look great. If you going to an event, you don't want to look all right. And, I got them clothes. So it's like, damn, this dress. And then if you going up and down, the dress that was supposed to fit you a certain way, it don't really fit a certain way. You ask me, I'd be like, no, that still looks good. Because I'm going to tell them the truth. But if it looks good, I'll be like, no, that looks good. She'd still be like, nah, hold up. I'll be back. I got to go back to the store. It's like that. But it's just the challenge. And then, as we get together and we're together long enough, they be like, I already know what it is. So they looking sharp. Because I'm just wearing a suit. Like you said, it's not that, it's not that doggone complicated. You know what I'm saying? With us, we like shit. Again, it be sometimes I'm like, let me just get just wear one of these little crushed velvet dinner jackets.
Man, I can't wait to put on some dress.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I actually like dressing up. You know what I'm saying? So,
I have a question for you.
I do now, bro. I can't wait. I love
a woman of your position at your job, right? And it's an event, right? You know that it's a nice little shirt and tie. Something that's gonna, represent you well. And you have a guy, and you ask him, you tell him, look, the event's Friday. You giving them a heads up. Are you giving them the details about the dress code?
Of course.
So he know the dress code prior to. Now the day of. Well, listen, I ain't gonna change who I am, Precious. Now this is what I'm wearing. Are you taking me to that event?
I'll probably
it starts in an hour.
I see you when I get back. I would probably have to see you when I get back. I mean, if it's not like what Uncle Rick said, because I come from a background and parents where, my mom did the ironing. My mom had my dad's clothes ready and stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? Just to make sure that he was dressed a certain type of way. Not to say that my dad wouldn't have dressed a certain type of way. He would have. But to me, that is part of the nurturing aspect, right? That's part of the nurturing aspect that a woman brings to the table. There are a lot of men who would rather do their laundry. There are a lot of men who would rather iron their clothes. They don't want the woman to do that. They would rather do it their own. And so if that's the case, then again, if I give you the details and then, an hour and you've been griping over this and you haven't really let me in on it, and I really don't know what's going on in your mind and in your head, and an hour before the event, you're like, I'm not feeling, I'm not feeling wearing this because I feel like it's not me, it's not who I really am, it's, I'm changing myself and things of that nature, then I would just calmly say, you know what, the event's over at about 9:30, I'll be home around 10.
But why aren't you supporting me?
What?
Why aren't you supporting me?
And what? You not wanting
in me being able to express who I am and wear what I want to wear.
Because at this point in the relationship, you would know, again, like you said, the status that I hold at my job, the kind of event it is, and you know that there's just a certain look, you know what I mean, that I would expect from you, and I would expect for you to be on that same page because I would give you that same respect. Again, it's about consideration. I will consider you in that way. I'm not saying that I'm leaving you. I'm just saying I'm just leaving you for a couple hours. If you feel as though you don't want to be taken the wrong way by a crowd of people that you don't know, you don't have to go.
What kind of conversation? My bad. And I was gonna say, what kind of conversation are y'all having? If it's something that minor, right there, like what happened in that video, what kind of conversation are y'all having when you get back from the event that he didn't go to because he felt like you was changing him over something that minute? What kind of conversation you having?
Well, I'll ask him, before I go, you good? Have you eaten? Do you want me to pick you up anything? Are you straight? And then when we get home, I to me, that is so minute that if the shoe was on the other foot and I stayed home, I would think that you would come home and do the normal things that you do. Oh, the event was nice. Like I wouldn't think that it should be an argument. I don't think it should be like, oh no, we need to talk about this right now. Blah blah blah. Again, I can't make you come to this event, nor can I make you put on anything else presentable. And so if that's not what you want to do, that's but when things like that happen, again, you see the consideration that a person has for you. And I was watching a video, I think earlier today when I was getting ready for the show, some videos that I do saved and just go back on. And a guy was saying, he was like, you're not going to know everything about your spouse before you marry them, right? Like you're not going to know all of those things. And so I'll know that if we have another corporate picnic or dinner and things of that nature, that's not going to be that's not going to be your thing, because you feel as though you don't want to change yourself for these people. And I honestly probably wouldn't even be offended, because if it's not your thing, I don't want you there being miserable. I'm still going to go because I have to represent myself at this event, but I'm not going to sweat the small stuff. My mom always say, don't sweat the small stuff. And to me, that's small. So if you don't want to dress in a certain manner, that's fine. You can stay home, watch your sports, play your games, do whatever you want to do, because I'm not going to make you come to this event with me. So I don't think that the conversation would be, anything of real substance, because you already made it plain what it is. To me, those things don't have to be blown out of proportion. Because you're married, of course, both of you are invited, but it doesn't mean that both of you have to go. I see people come to corporate events all the time without their significant other. Now I'd be like, where they at? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm not here, but that's none of my business, So,
it happened.
It is, but honestly speaking and being real, in the back of your mind as a woman, I'm just going to speak as a woman because you asked me this question, but it's not considering me with this. Are there going to be things in the future where he's just not going to have any consideration? And that's just you know, studying a person and getting knowledge of a person and really knowing where their heart posture is. You know what I mean? I don't think I would be with someone who would not want to represent themselves and me well anywhere we go. You don't even have to be at a corporate event or a corporate, you know, outing.
It's
And
just something that entails couples type of thing.
yeah, to me, that's just like a you know heart posture. You know how women kind of pick at little things at times. Like to me, that's a little thing that you know. It's like, all right, well, if they're gonna give me trouble about this, there might be something else down there. Like Uncle Rick, I think Uncle Rick hit it on the head perfectly. There's something else. There has to be something else because, and if it's not, then you have growing to do. Because you realize that these events, these socialized events, are about making connections. They're about
Networking.
being right. It's about networking. It's about you know I might be in this position today, but in a year from now, I might be in a higher position. You know what I mean? And you know, what if the company wants to fly us out somewhere to meet, you know, other investors or whatever the case may be? Like you have to see past today, you know, and his mind is not seeing past that event, or he's not seeing past the wardrobe aspect of it. He's just like, oh, I got these tattoos, and if I want to show him, I'm gonna show him. Like to me, that is a very feminine type of, you know, attitude, and you know, to me, it just is like, you know, I don't care. I don't care who you have at your you know, women are mouthy like that. Like I don't care who's gonna be there. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna do what I want to do, right? Yeah. And that's pretty much what he's saying. Like I'm gonna do what I want to do.
That shit sound crazy. It sounds like you know when a person, you know, when you got those 22-year-olds and they sitting there and they telling everybody they grown. I'm grown.
Right.
I'm grown. That's what it sounds like. It goes to the point where that little YN, you got to pack that nigga up and get him up out of there. You got to kill him. Because he's gonna ruin all your opportunities. Everything that you got.
If it is something deeper, then that's where you have to use your voice and speak on what it is.
So, Pressure, I got one for you. Would you tell that guy, if you were his wife, would you tell him you're acting kind of feminine? What would he do then?
I wouldn't tell him that he's acting feminine.
He would go crazy.
What I would say is, I see that this is bothering you and you're not changing your mind about it. So, you know, how would you feel if I just went to the event and
you stay here?
Oh.
Yeah. You walk out the room and say, little bitch.
No.
Whole ass nigga under breath.
The question really becomes, Frank, you know, what is the conversation that you're going to have for me when I get home? Because you're going to be home pondering on that. You're going to be home like, oh, I wonder what, you know, like you say, you don't know these people. You don't know who's going to be there. And like you said, Arpain earlier, men don't like their woman around other men because everybody at the corporate event ain't married. They're not married. So you don't know who's going to be there. You don't know any of that stuff. And men also don't like to not.
No, but Pressure, you know, you gonna do something. You gonna be like, all right, just stay there. Don't worry about it. Nah,
Both of y'all gonna be on the phone.
I'll go. You stay here.
Both of y'all gonna be on the phone.
And then walk out the room. He be like, what the fuck that supposed to mean?
Put on that nice little corporate dress. You know,
girl, his little weak ass didn't want to change his shirt. Man, she didn't want to change her shirt. Both y'all gonna be on the phone he gonna be complaining to his boys about, man, I ain't gonna change who I am.
No, but who I am, man. I don't think. Look, there's some women that know their silence is a motherfucker, bro.
It's a motherfucker.
That silence is a motherfucker, bro. She be like, all right, no, you just stay there.
All right, that's one of my. I guess I could call it a little bit of a toxic trait because I'll just go silent on you. I don't do the back end. We're too grown of an age
Yeah. Ooh, the silence, and then if you say something, that shit dry.
So straight up silent. I'm good. I'm okay.
Then you got the dry record, the dry response. No.
Right. You know.
No.
Hey, she walk past you in that dress. You like, yeah, you really going? Yeah.
You could have been going. You could have been going.
See you later when I get home. Bye. Right.
Hey, I'm looking good as shit too.
Yeah, you be watching her like, hey JT, you watching her like, ain't this about a bitch?
Right. She like, I got these goddamn stilettos on, and you hear the motherfuckers going across the damn floor, click, 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 click.
Hey man, you make the decision. You got to be cool with the outcome.
You got to be cool with the outcome. Have a nice day.
Hey, bro. And that's a motherfucker too. Y'all just got into it and she walked past you and something you like
fine as hell. She wasn't even gonna wear that outfit. She wasn't even gonna wear that outfit.
Hey JT, you trying up the break.
She put a fuck up girl dress on. She was like, fuck up girl. Fuck up.
You can still look classy and still look great.
Oh, no doubt.
That's
even
the
worse.
Yeah, that's that when she comes down and you like,
ain't no dress had that. You know what I'm saying? No dress had that.
Just some food. I left you a little bit of food in the microwave.
Hey, I'm gonna throw that long sleeve shirt after that.
It might be a little late when I get back, honey. Don't worry about it. Just,
I'm gonna give you what you want.
Do you bring them a plate? Because you know they have some good food at those events. Do you bring them a plate?
I'll call, make sure he eat. You good?
No, you ain't bringing no plate on. I told us in the fridge.
You don't want none of that white people food.
Yeah, Uncle Rick, that part.
She done brought him a plate full of what's those pinwheels?
That shit is disgusting, bro.
Hey, some chicken.
I'm like, how do y'all eat?
You gotta season it yourself.
You want to be able to show up, right? That you want to be able to show up, because if that was the case, right? And I said, you know what? You don't have to go if you really don't want to, dress a certain type of way or put a long sleeve shirt on. You really, you don't have to go. I'm not going to hold that against you, but I am going to remember that, there are times where you just don't want to show up. You know what I mean? And again, that's heart posture. Like, that's not just something you just wake up like, oh no, I'm not. That shows in your character. That shows weight when you get married to somebody. If they're not considering you,
then you are holding it against.
I was about to say. My question is,
they always do.
I was about to say, can you really not hold something against somebody when they don't show up? When they don't show up for you, you will.
Don't even fake yourself like that.
Because especially because they're not showing up for you. Like, it's one thing if you just if it's like something where you just like, it's not his thing or it's not your thing, right? Like he gonna go play. Like he like, babe, like let's go play poker. Poker not your thing, you know what I'm saying? You like, well, babe, like they got the little Connect Four competition going on tonight. It's not his thing. That's different. You know what I'm saying? But when you're like, yo, babe, we got this event at the job. It'd really be nice if you come. I picked you out a nice little fit, and he like, nah, you trying to change me, shorty? Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't feel like that. Him not showing up for something that's important to you. And that's valid and important to you, that you would be like, okay.
I would, and again, Uncle Rick hit it on that. Is this really about the event, or is there something else going on?
But he said yes. He said it's about the event. You trying to change me? I don't want to wear a long sleeve shirt.
She'd be like, all right, little bitch. I ain't asking you again. That's the last time I'm gonna ask you to do anything.
He got a problem with her.
He's lying.
That whole ass nigga gonna come out real quick on her, and she turn around and put on that dress. Oh ass nigga.
Like I said though, champ, I can only answer from my perspective. You see what I'm saying? For me to rationalize something like that, you will have to have a problem with her. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
to rationalize something like you got to have a problem with her. So.
Yeah.
And the fact that he couldn't tell her is even more feminine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hell yeah.
You know,
nah, that's real.
Then he was arguing with the dudes on the damn panel.
Yeah, that's the thing though. That's the thing though. He did. I mean, you right. You right. You right, Uncle Rick, bro. But damn, but you on the panel and you on a podcast and can't even speak up on it. Then either when you're around, you know, she probably gonna see that one. I can't even tell my things, man. He just gotta argue it down, bro. Argue it down. Hey, I don't care, bro. That shirt, I'm not wearing that shirt. I'm not wearing that shirt.
It don't make no sense, like especially for him to come up and put it on blast like that. It don't make no sense. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm disappointed in those guys too. I'm disappointed in those guys backing down. Hey, yo, man, that's stupid. I would have said, man, he sounds stupid.
Had him, and then he was like, "Oh yeah, you're right."
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The first dude was giving them pushback. You know what I mean? Nah, but this ain't. Yeah, but then he turned it. Yeah, then he turned it around. Pause. Then he flipped. He said, "Pause." He said, "Damn, man, like." He was like, bro, yeah, you know what? I didn't think about it like that. Like, right, nah,
that's why stupid now. Right. Let's put it that way. It sounds even worse. Jesus, stop talking now. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you gotta have brothers around you who are honest, man.
Right. Keep it
real with you. And you know what? It's even I found that it's even worse in women's circles that they don't want to lose friends. So they will let their friends go out crazy. That's why they let the big girl who got on the little bitty ass shirt and her stomach hanging out. That's why they tell her she looking good. Girl, don't you worry about it. You looking you know you're not looking good.
Right.
That's why
I'd rather fall out with a friend for telling them the truth, or a sibling or a family member, whoever. I'd rather fall out with you for telling you the truth than giving you these pretty lies. And if you can't handle the truth, and you know you feel as though you can't talk to me because I'm keeping it real with you, or I'm giving you love, and I'm trying to look.
Hey, that's the kind of crap that lets let 5 girls go to an island and let one of them stay on the beach with somebody none of them know.
Right.
That's. I mean, I still can't get past that. No way.
I learned quick, man, when I joined the Army boxing team, guys. I mean, I already knew anyway, because me and my boys, like, we can't be real with each other. But you know what I'm saying? It's different when you in high school and shit. You say something, it'd be like, all right. But then when you get around brothers who got families, real lives, like out here doing shit, and I joined the Army, bro, we had one dude on our team who just was determined not to hear the truth, right? Mm-hmm. But everybody else, you come out that mud, you come out the ring, bro, man. Fuck, bro, how I look tonight, bro.
Look like trash.
Yeah, you got trash, man. My boy Downs, he had made the Olympic team. He was my roommate. He was in the Army, man. He had made the Olympic team. He just didn't go. He went, but he didn't compete because he didn't win one of the qualifiers.
Yeah,
but he was my roommate the whole time, bro. And this dude, he said, so my boy, he was like, yeah, man, I hate talking to this motherfucker because every time we come out the ring, he want us to tell him that he won, even though he lost. And so he come out the ring one day, he's like,
worst type of fighter, man.
He said, they robbed me, dog. They robbed me. My boy said, hey. You got your ass.
Yeah. Worst type of fighter, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
You ain't no Mayweather.
Hey, that's you. You got your ass whooped.
You need to hang your boxing gloves up. You look terrible.
Happen to anybody, bro.
Yeah, man.
For
sure.
here, who is joining, who is just joining. You guys who are here, definitely make sure you hit the like button if you have not already. I appreciate you guys for being here. We're gonna get into our last topic.
Thank you.
And it is Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco. And they're pretty much saying at this age, after all you know about love, what is the one thing that means the most to you? So we're gonna play the video and then you guys give your answers.
You wish you knew about love in your 20s that you understand now. What's more important, a partner? Loyalty, peace, and passion.
Peace.
Loyalty.
Peace.
Because if she gives me loyalty, I'll be at peace.
Man, peace. I ain't trying to hear that.
Oh, you want peace?
Man, peace.
If somebody beating your walls down while you at peace, okay.
Man, she not even with me. That's why I got damn peace. So I don't care who's beating them down. Shit, you ain't mad. That's her. That's your responsibility.
I ain't talking about your situation.
Oh no, I ain't talking about mine. I'm just saying. No, I'm saying in general. You said peace. That's the peace. Since when do you have peace if you have someone in your space?
You don't have no peace. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to have, Ocho.
We never get it.
Don't mean you stop looking.
Nah,
don't mean you stop searching.
Oh, I'm good. Oh, I'm good now. I got peace now.
God damn it, Ocho.
Ocho.
Fabby said shit for shock value.
Ocho about to start his billing arc. It sounds like that's what it sounds like. Ocho about to start his billing arc.
Yeah, man. So Shannon Sharp
and passion.
Nah, none of that shit. Peace. Ocho was right. Peace. I don't know what the hell Shannon Sharp talking about. Loyalty. Said it before. That's some street shit. Loyalty is what crackheads have to depend on. You go out there and you cop that, please don't smoke it until you get back to the bando so we can smoke it together. I need your loyalty. When you have a person with integrity, you don't have to rely on their loyalty. Because most people that got loyalty is only following your ass because you got something for them to get. That's it. Look at all these goddamn rappers that be hollering about loyalty. Everybody in their circle is fucking them over. Why? Because you're not looking for people with integrity. Loyalty comes with that. That shit that they talking about, that loyalty, I want loyalty. No, I want peace. Because if she understands how to get along and cooperate with me, man, we gonna be straight. We gonna be okay. That loyalty bullshit, no. That's street shit. That's all that shit is. I need somebody with integrity. All the rest of that is gonna follow it. And with integrity, that's a person that's gonna do something for the greater good, no matter what. It don't matter who's looking or who's not. They got integrity. They're doing it for the greater good. That damn Shannon Sharp I don't know what's wrong with him, but he too damn old to be having these stupid ass answers. Passion and all this crazy ass shit. This shit is dumb, man. I end it.
Who's next? Who's next?
Nah, I mean, y'all, you know what I thought about? I said, damn. Because, I mean, I didn't hear no type of, like, for me, I know, like, I get what because they normally ask those questions that people are writing in. So they talk about some of those topics that people are asking. So they ask, like, Shannon's what he think or whatever the case may be, and they talk about it a little bit towards the end of the show. But yeah, man, like Anthony Wright says something, man, when he says she can be loyal and cause havoc every day. Damn, bro, that's some real shit. So yeah, like damn. At first I was like, damn, you know what? Yeah, peace. I would have to say peace, man. Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't never thought about it. I ain't never thought about it like that, no key. You know what I'm saying? Of course, like I do want a woman who is loyal. Of course, like I mean, that's just damn though. Damn, like
it really ain't that hard though, man. It really ain't.
I'm saying like the topic, like the question. I never thought about it like that.
I'm gonna give you 3 choices though, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's easy. Peace is it, man. Peace is it, man. I can all the rest of that stuff. All that stuff comes under that. If I'm at peace, then all the rest of that stuff is cool.
Yeah.
Right. I'm cool with it. Because I'm trying to say if I ever ask my wife to be loyal to me, I don't think I ever did. I don't think I've ever said that to her. The passion speaks for itself. But yeah, I never say, are you loyal, baby, and shit like that. You need to be loyal. Words never crossed my lips.
It's a new word, our pain. We didn't use those words back in the day. I need somebody loyal now. We didn't use that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Peace is the answer for me. I'm done.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just for this, video. Yeah, I would choose peace out of those 3. But I think I heard JT.
Man, watch your mouth.
Yeah.
What'd you say about my mama?
No. I would more say want respect and cooperation. I love the fact that my wife cooperates. Out of all things, we work together.
You have that choice, man. You have that choice.
Yeah. That's all I said. That's all I was saying. Cause like, man, respect is like my number 1, bro. But that wasn't an option. So you know what I mean.
But peace in every regard, shit.
All of that comes up under peace, cooperation, respect.
If you're being honest, right? If you're being honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, there's a lot of P words associated with girls and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Don't smell like pee.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, ladies, y'all need to understand the power of that your man want to stay home. He want to be at home. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. It'd be dudes that be like, I'd rather be running the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Or they'd rather run the streets. Because their home is too chaotic. We pay all this money for a place to lay out here, and you can't even be comfortable in it. That's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy. Man, your house is supposed to be your paradise, man. Mm-hmm. It's the place where you come when you get where the world don't exist in here. The outside stuff don't exist in here. It's different. Welcome to Casa de la Williams, goddammit. You understand what I'm saying? Right? It's different. You fall asleep in it, bitch. Sitting what, Nick?
Yep, sitting there.
That vibe is different over here, bro. You want something to eat? You want something to drink? You want to smoke a little something?
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Ain't no arguing and fighting. No, this is it. This is
little devil lettuce. Devil lettuce.
Whatever. Hey. You see what I'm saying? We people over here. We family over here. It's peaceful over here. That shit they know. Don't bring no shit. Don't bring your nasty ass spirits up in here. Don't do it.
Word.
Don't do it. This is the place that we built for us. We built for us. Peace trumps everything for her too. If she has peace, she's secure. She's happy as a crazy woman can be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Protected.
Always sleepy.
Okay.
Come on, man. This is not rocket science, bro. Like, this ain't rocket science. Y'all just too selfish.
Sure.
That's just the facts of the matter. You just too selfish. Your ego too big, right? Or the things you believe that ain't wrong with you don't want to fix.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling y'all, I know. I'm not blowing shit out my ass. I lived this. And we came out on the end of it. You feel what I'm saying? We came out on the end of it. Everything that should have destroyed the family, some was my fault, some was her fault, some ain't had shit to do with us. Y'all understand?
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
But y'all got it. Y'all got it. I'm telling y'all got it all figured out, bro.
Thanks.
So it seems like peace is the overall necessity, and I would agree. Peace is priceless. Somebody who said it again? Anthony White, Anthony Wright Network. Excuse me. That's when I discovered why peace is priceless. Um, Peace is priceless, and when you have peace, you don't want nobody, nothing to destroy it, come in between it, try and take it away. Peace. It's so good.
It is.
So beautiful. All right, guys. So I appreciate you for being here this evening. I don't know what's going on with me. I got like a itch in my throat all night. But I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you, chat, for doing your thing. I appreciate you guys for sticking it out with us. It's been, what, a 3-hour show? We hit the 3-hour mark. And Sean, for coming up. Thank you. We're going to get into final thoughts, and then we're going to get out of here because it is now Friday.
It is. Happy Friday, y'all.
Friday, TGI. All right, we're going to do final thoughts. We're going to start with RP, go with JT, Frank, Coach Berg, and we're going to end with Uncle Rick.
I don't know. It was a good show. I mean, I don't have too much to say. Good conversation. I think the first one, I guess that was a whole show in itself. So
I know.
But I mean, everything's good. Thanks for letting us up, hanging out with the fellas. It's a good show. I'm done. I don't have too much more to say.
Yeah, my sentiments exactly. Great show. Yeah, that was funny. The icebreaker, that was a big piece of ice that was being broken with it. Great conversation, man. Love being over here. Thank you for inviting into your humble abode. Having a conversation with the fellas, man. So yeah, I can sleep really good tonight.
Thank you guys for being peaceful. Even when we don't agree, we're still peaceful.
Sometimes.
Like Whitney said, sometimes.
No, man, it was great hollering at y'all, man. It's good always to talk to y'all, man. Be safe out there. Love up on your family.
Have a good night, love. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
Frank?
Peace out, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all already know how I feel. I was in I'm at a conference right now, so we got to finish up the conference tomorrow, like at noon, and then we get on the plane at 3. I don't get home until like 10. But yeah, man. I was in the restaurant with my coworkers and shit, my team, and I was just like they all at the table talking. I'm watching the Pressure Show. I mean, that's just how it is, man. I was sitting there trying to listen to y'all, had y'all in my ears, from the AirPods, because I love the conversations that we have over here. And they was like, man, what you so into? I said, listen, man, y'all don't know until y'all know, man. And I said, I got somewhere to be when I get back. You know what I'm saying? So I got to know what's going on in this conversation, what's going on tonight. But I had to interact a little bit, but anyway, I did want to just say, always love the conversations. It's the same, and if you like the vibe over here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe over here, man. We're doing
Facts.
it. Yep.
Thank you. Work teams and still tuning in. I appreciate you, Frank. Thank you so much, love. Our pain.
Yes, ma'am.
You get final thoughts, Coach Bird. Rick went away, and I'm still going for it. Coach Bird.
So Frank, you ain't show your tattoos at the conference?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You ain't being real with yourself. What you talking about?
I had to adapt and overcome, man.
There you go. I mean, yeah, I mean, listen, I love the topics and I love the conversations because I appreciate everybody's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been a weird type of person since I've been young. I can learn from other people's life, and what to do and not what to do, and I don't take it for granted. you know, and I don't know, you know, sometimes we get in our own way. We do. Sometimes we get in our own way. We get in. Well, one thing I learned about black folk, when we get inside of our own head, it's hard as hell to get out of it. Yeah. We'll spend years in it, go through so much unnecessary trauma, and then cry on the back end because we know where we made our mistakes. But, you know, again, I just appreciate just trying to, you know, listen to different perspectives from different parts of the country, different lives. And I just appreciate where I'm at in my life, my marriage. I never thought that I would be in this headspace in my marriage. Me and my wife can sit around for hours and just throw jokes on each other. And we can get serious when it's time to get serious. And we can have fun to cap the night off. You know, so I just appreciate being able to have my own effed up experiences through my younger years in life and not be so hard on myself. Nobody's perfect. We're all going to make mistakes. Just when you make a mistake, use it as a learning tool. We don't have time to waste in this modern era, as everybody say. But so for some reason, we be some of the slowest ass people today. So my last thing, listen, if you're young, man, don't spend 21 to 41, 51 complaining about shit you don't put yourself. Complaining about stuff that you can control and change yourself. Get out here, put in the work. Don't move with fear. Don't move with feelings. Just go with what the truth is. Stand on it. If you make a mistake, so what? Just don't be an Anthony Edwards and make the same mistake 4 times. It's a lifestyle. It's called a lifestyle at that point. So, you know, and I don't know, man. It's a great opportunity, man. I'll always say that for the next 4 years for every brother, because brothers are getting it together, and I think sisters are underestimating the young men, and that's going to be a downfall for them. It's going to show in 4 or 5 years. So salute to everybody who want to be better, man. We here now. So ain't no turning back.
I got you.
All right,
on the move.
Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you again. You guys carve out the time to be on the panel. And I definitely appreciate that. You know, women are also welcome on the panel, but if you don't want to come up, I appreciate you guys being in the chat, giving your perspectives as well. You don't necessarily have to show your face. A lot of people are not built to be on, you know, this platform, and just, you know, it's public speaking in an essence. So, you know, a lot of people aren't necessarily down with that. And so I do appreciate any type of interaction and engagement that you guys show. I do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to everyone who donated to the platform tonight. There are some people who were linked into the show who actually got super chats as well. So I'm sure they're appreciative. But if they haven't thanked you, thank you guys so much. But we're going to wrap it up and get it out of here. Next week is going to be Wednesday. We'll be back Wednesday, 9:30 next week with some more good topics. But until then, be real with yourself so you can be real with others. You guys enjoy your weekend.
Don't change.
You too.
Don't change.
Peace out, y'all.